Oh, hello, if someone's here. I'm just putting in my little tagged thing at the top, or my, what, it's not called tagged, what's it called? Pinned, my pinned comment. So give me 1 second. I'm just pinning this. Okay, hopefully I didn't, hello, hopefully I didn't mistype any of that. I thought I had it like saved in my notes, and apparently I didn't. So I had to retype it. So sorry about that. Okay, you see we're going across. I tried. I don't know who's here, but if you're here, definitely say hello so I know. I'm just putting some lotion in my hands. I was eating lunch real fast and working on some comps. So happy Thursday to anyone who's here. Make sure you, give me a thumbs up and say hello in the comments so I can chat with you. I'm literally still in my workout clothes, as I usually am every time I come to one of these. That's the story of my life. And today we have a whole bunch of signed vintage jewelry at some really fabulous prices. So if that's your cup of tea, then you are in the right place. My name is Curry. I'm with Cherished Relics Boutique, and I do part-time sales actually on eBay under the same name, Cherished Relics Boutique. But you're currently on my YouTube channel. There it is, Cherished Relics Boutique, where I also do live sales. I kind of put more of my higher end, more expensive gold, like usually my higher end stuff usually goes on eBay, but I don't know, maybe I'll bring them into one of these sales. So somebody say hello to me. Don't actually know who's here. I feel like this week has flown by. Oh, we already got a thumbs up too, so there's somebody there. I appreciate you coming. I hope you don't hear the fan in the background. I live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So that's where I'm coming from. I have to put a pillow on here because otherwise I feel like I'm sitting down so low. You ever sit in a chair where you're sitting so low and you feel like a child, like sitting at the grown-up table? Yeah, that's how I feel sometimes. So, hello. All right, so, like I said earlier, I had a show on Tuesday as well where I was actually selling a whole bunch of really beautiful vintage rhinestone jewelry. And typically, what my routine will be is that I will be doing sales on Tuesday, sales on Thursday. We can merge those purchases together into one purchase. And then I can bill you for all of that together and it can ship. I would be doing my billing through PayPal on Fridays. And then getting things shipped out. So basically, it's a week's worth of stuff that I will ship together. Under certain circumstances, I may be willing to hold on to it. Maybe it just kind of depends on, maybe if one week I'm not going to be here for one of the two sales, then I might merge three sales together. I don't know. We just kind of have to make it up as we go along. So, tell me where anyone is watching from on your end. I just got back from Australia, which is where my parents live. And when I went, it was actually our winter time, which is their summer. So I went from a summer and then I came back here and then went into a summer. So, oh, hey, Jen, you're there. I'm doing good. Good to see you. How's your day been? Because I bet Thursdays are kind of like your weekend, Jen, since you're doing sales on Sunday. That's Jen with Jen's, I can't even, it's like a tongue twister. Gems Finds. And she does sales on Sunday afternoon as well as Tuesdays. And then I follow her on Tuesdays. And if you haven't checked out Jen's channel, absolutely do. Hey, Jen, you want to do me a favor? You see how I went across? I know you're so impressed. Here I am. I went across. I just can't go any higher on my head than that because this camera won't let me bend it any further. So I have to like scrunch down to be seen in there, or, I don't know. But I guess we get the concept. But can you do me a favor, Jen? And will you put your channel link in there to see if it works? Because last time, where's my brain? Lenora was saying that it wouldn't allow her to pin pages because I was on a vertical rather than a horizontal show. And so now this should be the true test. So if you pin yours, then it'll be an experiment and we'll see that it actually works. That would be massively helpful. So I'm going to give you a teeny little peek here. There's going to be some, buy it now kind of situations. There's going to be some really well-priced items today. I'm not sure it's going to take the full 4 hours. There it did. It worked. Yay! It was successful. But I'm bringing you things, Crown Trafari, Monet, Napier, some Joan Rivers, some Kenneth J. Lane, some Sarah Coventry, a little bit of Avon, a little bit of 1928, kind of a mixture of Anne Klein, a little mixture of everything. So most of it's vintage. There's a few earrings there on card that I still think they're vintage, but I just don't know how, vintage. So yeah, with that being said. So it worked. Yay, 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 yay. Okay. So I don't know. I guess I should get started. The middle of the afternoon, Jen, I have to admit, is very awkward for me because I don't ever do shows during the day. It's always at night. Hey, Leonore, how are you? Hey, look, it was successful. I went across. I just can't make this camera go any higher on my head. Well, hold on. I shouldn't say on my head. I can't make it go any higher. Let's see if I lower this. Oh, then it goes a little bit higher. I guess that's better. But my experiment worked. Yay. Sorry, I have little coasters here that I've positioned it to be like a little higher. So there we go. And Jen, to make sure that it worked, I had her put her channel on there and it appears it worked. So, woohoo, we're happy about that. All right. So, I can't remember. You guys will have to remind me. But I can't remember if, if I ever did like word teasers with you guys before. I know that I've done the, who is it, what is it, where I gave a whole bunch of clues and people guessed. And then the last time I did a sale, we did some of those, kind of word puzzle things. But I can't remember we did the word teasers. But even if we had, these are funny puns. But even if we have done them, I always take the ones I did and put them to the back. So I have this whole stack of ones in the front that I haven't apparently done yet. So that's all right. We just got to bring the fun information. So how are you doing today, Leonore? Thank you for putting that up there. I also pinned it at the top, which you see. And there you go. So I guess unless we want to like sing a song or something, I guess I'll get started with what we got. I have this position because I will have a few necklaces here. This is my little trick on being able to show longer necklaces, even though that neck's so small. I have so many necks to show jewelry on. Oh my God, if you only knew, I would blow your mind. Hold on, I'm giving you a field trip. I've got in my closet these really, really tall necks. There's even another one inside of there. But the problem is those really, really tall ones, I think those are the ones that Jen uses. Like I usually do this direction in filming and down, and Jen does face forward, so it's easy for her to use those really big necks. For me, if I tried to put one of those big necks in here, it would not even fit in the screen. So I only have that one. I have another one that's medium size, but it's like that black velvet. And every single time I try to use it, it's like covered in dog hair. So it just looks hideous. So hopefully that will be sufficient enough. So I'm going to start off with some Buy It Now earrings. If you're ready to go, give me a thumbs up, and here we go. Yep. I mean, some great deals. Prepare yourself. Some amazing deals. Okay. So I'm going to go face down. I'll come back and say hello in a bit, but we're going to, bring us there. Okie dokie. Hey, Mel. Good to see you again. I assure you, Mel. You see, Mel, you're now a regular. Did you see my message, Mel, when I was saying I went and saw your show on District yesterday, but it wouldn't allow me to comment? I actually have not gone back in that marketplace. I'm not going to say the marketplace on here, but I haven't gone back in there since I left at all because of what I talked to you about in my message. And I am sure that is why. So anytime you're on the other marketplace, I should be able to comment just fine, but I think that is the reason. Could you even tell that I was in there? That's my question. Because you know how it'll say such and such, it'll show my username. I don't even think you could tell I was in there, nor could you tell I was trying to make comments. So just FYI, it is what it is. So anyways, and Mel, you've been to so many shows. There might be some new stuff here, but a lot of this stuff you've probably, I wouldn't say all of it, but a lot of it you've probably seen. So anyways, this is going to be a buyer's choice of these three earrings that you'll get to choose from. These are very, very heavy, okay? You can see they have like a, they're built up. They're heavier. And they've got like little embossed rings around there with the reticulating piece there. And that is like some sort of acrylic that kind of looks like tiger's eye. And then, this is like an ambery looking kind of frosted, but they're acrylic. And where it says Monet actually is on right here at the base of the stem. And it actually has the original Monet backs there as well. I think the Monet is on both. Yes, Monet is written on both of them. So that is going to be one of the choices. This is really, really heavy pair of earrings, okay? They're well made. All right, so that's one. And then I have this pair, which has the original, plastic backs on it. Usually I will throw these plastic backs away because they're gross. But if it has the original ones, I usually try to keep them on there and clean them up. Those say Monet there. It doesn't say it in it, but I think I also screenshot it to confirm that it's Monet. But anyways, these are like a ribbed, gold tone, hollow kind of gold tone earring. These are post back. So all of these ones I'm showing you now are post back, okay? And then these are also marked Monet, and they have the original backs, and they actually say Monet right there on the inside that you see there, okay? And I would say size-wise, these are about the size of like a quarter maybe. They're a little bit more than 3/4 of an inch in width. And let me measure how long these are. These are almost 1.25 inches going down. And then these are a little bit more than 1.5 inches, okay? So I'm bringing the deals, I'm telling you guys. But this is going to literally be a buyer's choice. Are you ready? Are you ready for it? Of $7. So I'm not going to do capital letters, but I'll type it in. So buy it now is BIN if you're new here, buyer's choice. And then, yeah, so you get to choose. So the first person that I see in my comments will you know, be the one who gets to choose first. And if they want to choose one pair, two pairs, all three, that's the benefit you get of being first. But if there's somebody who just picks one and then there's a second person that bid, then they could pick second, whatever pieces are left. And on so, and you know, most of my buy it nows are not bigger than 3 or 4 items. So, you know, that is what it is. But it appears that all 3 of those are Monet earrings. Gold tone, great condition, all post back. And if I failed to say, also make sure that it's super important everyone kind of keeps up to date in their, you know, live, keeping it live. So anyways, so I see Mel's here, Jen's here, Leonore's here, and then I have 3 or so shy people. Don't be shy for too long. We would love to chat and hear from you. Thank you so much for looking at those. I can always bring them back later. Okay, so these are going to be a much higher price point, specifically because when I go on and I Google Lens these earrings, these are acrylic, Kobashan, in a really beautiful embossed kind of like repeating sort of leaf pattern around. And you have your mark. I will make the backs consistent because right now it's got different backs on it. And the brand Monet is written at the base of that post back earring. Yep, make sure you're in live chat. And apparently this one is a Monet back. I'll have to see if I can find another. Sometimes in my stuff I have other Monet backs because that one's not. So we're just going to chuck that one. I just chucked it over my head just now. But these, when I went and Google Lens, these really beauties, these are like a really nice kind of matte color gold. They are about an inch, maybe a little bit longer. But I saw comps anywhere from $32 to $65, the lowest one being $32. So just letting you know that that's what it's going for out there. And I'm going to offer this pair for $14 today. So this is going to be a buy it now of $14 for those lovely Monet acrylic Kobashan. That just means that the stone is not faceted, it's rounded, it's oval shaped, and they're in great condition, as you see there. A nice textured earring that I feel is classic and can go with just about anything. So there you have it. Thank you, Jen, for adding that detail. Oh, I love y'all being here. That's so sweet. Okay, so anyways, thanks for taking a look at those. You see, this is the difference between when I do, okay, I'm going to talk to you for a second. When I'm doing where I have it, where it's vertical, then when I go down with my camera can get really close to that item. I feel like I can get super close. And here when I go down, you see how far away it is? It's just an awkward position that I'm just not used to, because obviously I want everyone to be able to see it. And I can zoom in, but then my arms are literally stretched out to the very tippy top from where I'm sitting, which is a bit of a struggle. So then I end up with a backache. So we can't win. I'm sure, Jen, you have the same thing happen where you're doing sales and your back is killing you. Yeah, so that's what's going on with that. Thank you for looking at those. Okay, here is a funny pun for your entertainment. Why shouldn't, well, hold on. I think this is supposed to say, why should you never take a nail to a bar? Okay, this one you could probably guess because the play on words would work. Why should you never take a nail to a bar? I'm going to leave it there for a second because someone might actually be able to figure that one out. I don't know. See if I can leave it there without it falling down. Okay, so let me grab something else here. Okay. All right, so this is Crown Trifari. This is an older hang tag for Crown Trifari with a pass. What does pass mean? Oh, yeah, right. Right. Oh, I see what you mean. You write pass when no one purchases. Got it. I see what that means. You see, I'm new, Leonor. I'm new. Okay. So the way that this clasp works, you can see I was using the stuff for testing gold. It makes your hands like yellow, even though I try my best to keep it off there. It's like not a perfect science. But you would still consider this to be a box clasp. I would, just the style of it. But it, it just pushes into that big pearl there, faux pearls. So these are, it's Crown Trifari, so it just pushes in there. And these are hand knotted. Now these are, I think they're glass. Yes, they are glass pearls. I can tell because they're colder and they're a little bit heavier. And you can see that they are hand knotted in between. A nice dark color. I feel like they would go with anything. So a staple necklace for sure. Okay. And this is sitting right at 24 inches. And let me let you get a look at this on the neck. Here we go. We're going to take a little field trip. And it's just a longer thing of pearls. See, I can't even go up higher. Here, I'll take this one book off. That's better. Okay. And so, again, hand knotted, kind of that metallic-y sort of look about it. This is a buy it now. Crown Trifari, older. Did I say 24 inches? Hold on. Oh, it is 24 inches. Okay. Yeah, and I'm going to say, I'm going to say buy it now for $11 on that necklace. And they are glass pearls, hand knotted, a really lovely box clasp that, pushes into the little piece. So, and so the answer to this is, well, it's not really an answer, it's a joke. Why should you never take a nail to a bar? Are you ready? They tend to get hammered. Pa-dum-pum. Okay, it's funny. I think it's funny. There you go. So, there you go. Oh, God, I just made my thing fall over. It's just so awkward and close to me. I'm just not used to it. Let's go back down here. Okay, I'm moving on. I'm always happy to bring back anything that I've already shown. So we're putting that one away. Crown Trifari. Here's another necklace, hand knotted. And these are also red glass beads. And this one is Monet. This particular clasp is very recognizable for Monet. So it'll say Monet there, but it'll also say Monet on this hang tag right there. And yeah, these are glass beads. And if you are at all curious about how big they are, they're not crazy big. It's looking at about maybe like 6 millimeters, possibly. And it is a 28-inch necklace, okay? And you can see it's in great condition. And it'll lay super well. Let me put it up here on the neck for you. There you go. I can't go any lower. It's just the way I got it set up. So, beautiful Monet, glass, hand knotted, 28-inch necklace. And this one is going to be a buy it now. Of $12, which is a deal. Go look it up. Go look it up. You'll see. I'm always bringing the deals. So, and I think, again, just like the other kind of pearly looking ones, just a kind of staple of a necklace. Obviously, there are so many occasions where red glass, hand knotted beads would go with outfits. I mean, how many holidays would that incorporate, right? So, there you go. And thanks for taking a look. Okay. I don't want to always have to keep flipping back and forth. I just have to do it when we have a necklace, you know? Okay. What do lumberjacks love the most about the internet? I don't know. What? Logging it. You're logging the internet? I guess. I kind of get that. That kind of makes no sense to me. Logging it. Logging the internet. I don't know. Sure. Great. All right. Let's do a stunner. Shall we? Here's a stunner for us. Gorgeous piece of jewelry here. It's like I guess, sort of like a Celtic cross, I guess. I don't know. Is that what you would call that? With the beautiful filigree work. And you can really see the details there when I, zoom in. And then even the chain is textured. So this is, I believe it's Crown Trifari. Yes. So this is Crown Trifari right there. You see the mark. This is the back side of it. Okay. And it is 28 inches long with a larger spring ring clasp. Absolutely no tone loss whatsoever. This is a beautiful, beautiful necklace that, boy, definitely can be used for layering in the sort and would go with a million things. This is a gorgeous necklace. Let me put it up here on the neck for you. I'm going to actually double it up a little bit so that it will be able to hang where you can see it. Obviously, you wouldn't wear it that way, but you get the concept, okay? So there it is. A really beautiful Crown Trifari, textured, dimensional, you can see, and it's in impeccable condition. This is a beauty. Definitely a collector of Trifari vintage jewelry. Love this one. So this is a buy it now of $32 on that gorgeous necklace. So for anyone who's interested in that, thank you, Leonore. Thank you, thank you. The afternoons are probably hard because I bet a lot of people are out running their errands. And like right now, if I start at 2, it's only 11 o'clock in the morning in California. So, but got to try different times to be able to meet, when different people are available. So that's kind of why I picked it. Okay. So there it is. I love it. So you can reach out if you're interested in that. Or let me just say, again, any of these items that I bring during a sale, if someone is watching from in like a, on the video after the fact, email me and we can make things happen. So there you go. I love that one. One of my favorites for sure. Okay. So let me do a few bracelets if I could. And again, all of the stuff today is signed. Signed. And this is going to be a buyer's choice. Now, I actually have a Monet necklace that is like this exact texture. today. So personally, this goes really well. I'll mention it when I show this other Monet necklace. But this is about a half an inch wide, and you can see some really nice texturing on the outside there. It is in really great condition. You've got your mark for Monet right there on the inside of the bracelet. And this particular bracelet is sitting right at about 7.5. Okay, so we got that one. And, you know, it's in great condition. It's not like scratched or anything like that. And then, so it's buyer's choice. Or you could choose this one, also Monet, definitely smaller. I have a smaller wrist, and so I really appreciate some that are even smaller. And I'll show you, hold on, I'm going to grab a bracelet to show you how much I appreciate really small bracelets. Okay. I'm not selling this one. This one's mine. But look how small that one is. It's even smaller than this one. So right here, it's probably about 5 3/4. But for me, I never can find bracelets that actually fit me right, where they like then end up sitting up on your wrist. You know what I mean? So, you know, I kept this one for myself because, you know, usually things are just too big on me. But this other one is similar in size. It's a little bit bigger. Hey, Deborah, how are you doing today? Good to see you. So we have obviously some textured parts, and it's a clamper like that. And again, you see the marks from Monet on the inside. It's very clean, a beautiful piece in excellent condition. And this is oval, so it's not really going to give me an idea of a true size because I can't really put it on there. But I'm guessing it's probably about a 6.5 is what I'm guessing. If this one, oh goodness, sorry, is sitting at a 7.5, maybe slightly larger but it won't go over to 8. I'm thinking probably a 6.5. But I mean, this is okay, but even that to me is too big. But it's not so big that it would flip. Like it can't turn. My bone holds it back. So if you have a thin wrist, that one would still be doable. So those are the two options. And both signed. I'm trying to find where it says Monet so I can face it forward for you. And so this is going to be a buy it now, buyer's choice of, what did I have here? Okay, I'll be a wild child. I had a price of 18 on it, but I'm going to make it 16. So there you go. You would, of course, pick which one you would want. So I'm loving the texture on them. Love, love, love. One's a clamper and one is just a bangle. Thank you, Leonor, for reminding people of all that. Yes, I am also notorious for not, you know, because I'll go out for a second when I'm watching things and I'll like type something because I'm always multitasking, and then I'll come back in and I'll, you know, I'm behind. So good to see you. So thanks for looking at those, guys. Okay, I have another more significant in size bangle here. This one, you can see that it's like, you know, I don't know, the way it's weaved. It's like an inch wide. It is significant, okay? And of course, you know, when I go on and look for comps for this, you know, it's up in the, you know, 30s, 40s. I don't know. I can't remember. I didn't actually. Sometimes I write them down. But right in there, you see it says Monet. Sorry, it wants to focus on other things. There you go. Or does it? No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. It's not Monet. It's Trifari. Not Crown Trifari, but just Trifari. Okay. Hey, Lady A. How are you? Okay. So, a really beautiful bangle, and the gold tone looks impeccable. So, so good. And we're looking at about a 7.5, maybe slightly larger. It just doesn't want to go over into the 8. Okay. So this is just a bangle, so it wouldn't be one that you can, you know, open up like a clamper, but it's in beautiful condition. So, there you go. So I know that Lady A just popped in, but just very briefly, I'm just going to show you some of the other stuff I just showed. If you want me to bring it back later, these are some other Buyer's Choice bracelets I just showed. A beautiful crown Trifari kind of Celtic textured necklace there I already showed. And then there were some Buyer's Choice earrings I already showed, but I can show those a little bit later. So anyways, this beautiful bangle, I'm going to do is a buy it now Trifari of $16, which is its steal. You go on there and do some comps, you'll see, you know, selling comps are much higher. I'm always going to try to bring y'all the deals. The deals, the deals. There you go. It's in great condition. And I really love the kind of interweaving. I don't know what you call that. It's just like weaved. I don't know. Anyways, so thank you for looking at that. All right. I'm going to bring another pun. I know you've been like, Lady A, Joe and I are sending you love and prayers. Feel better soon. Lady A's not feeling good. Oh, okay, what did I miss about her not feeling well? I'm sorry you're not feeling well, Lady A. Curry, do you have another bracelet like the one you kept? Recently realized that's what I never really, recently realized that's what I really, sorry, I can't read. Recently realized that's what I never really liked, why I never really liked bracelets. They're always too big. Yeah, isn't that incredible? Oh my God, I don't have another one like this, and this one I kept for myself. Yeah, that's my issue. I mean, this fits me like beautifully. Like it's not tight. It's not going to mark my wrist, but it fits it perfectly. And you know, I don't have another one. It is lovely. Oh, I'm so sorry. But I'll think of you if I find some other super small ones. So this one I brought was only slightly bigger. Doesn't it look good? I agree. This is probably, that other one's probably 5 3/4. This is probably like, it's hard for me to measure it, like a 6.5. It's slightly bigger. So anyways, okay, so here we go. Did you hear about the hot new book about birds? No, tell me about that. It's flying off the shelves. Get it? All right. Always bringing you the jokes. You see, and I'm so not used to how I've set this up. That is the second time I knocked over my camera because it's so darn close to me. Where do you imprison a skeleton? Hi, Curry, Leonore, Jen, and Chat. Just popping. I'm babysitting. I hope you have a wonderful sale. Thank you for popping in. I love that. So you're babysitting like a grandchild, or are you like younger and you like babysit or like nanny because that's your job? That's awesome. Did lots of that in my growing up years before I had my own kids. Not a great physical day, trying to keep my mental and spiritual self good. Hugs, hugs, Lady A. Hugs, hugs. I understand. Oh, 2 grandkids. Beautiful. Okay, where do you imprison a skeleton? In the rib cage. Aha, I get it. I get it. I get it. Okay. All right. So these are more, I don't know, I think of them as very couture. These next earrings. Now, these are, they're unsigned, but it's very common for Anne Klein jewelry to be, you know, it's kind of like 1928, where it's really the texture and the construction that, you know, lets you know. I mean, I have no question this is Anne Klein. But these are very large statement earrings, sort of you know, they're puffy slightly, you see that. I will put them in my ears. I suppose I have other earrings in, but I could show them to you. But I would say they're about 1 3/4 inches wide, but we've got one notation. It's got one little niche of paint that's gone. Now, I personally have like gold paint pen that I use for touching up things that I'm still going to sell this at a very, very, very lowered price for Anne Klein earrings. But if anyone purchased them, I would be happy to use my own paint and touch that up the best I could. But that's the only little, hiccup. All the rest of the gold looks fine. Okay, so okay, I was modeling earrings all the other day, and so I might have to take out my. Now these earrings, by the way, I know that Lady A says, thank you all for your love and support. That means a lot. That's what we're all here. These earrings that I'm currently wearing, which they don't want to focus on because I actually bought from Leslie in one of her shows, Black Dog Vintage. So, yeah, I'm going to put those up there so I can try earrings on for you. Let's see. These are, they're big. Talk about statement. Wow. I'm just saying. See, I can't hold that up like that. They are so big. Woo! So there you go. And heavy. I mean, I don't mean bad heavy, but definitely very quality made for sure. Okay? So I would be willing to touch it up slightly, but Anne Klein earrings, especially large ones like these, would be up in the 60s, 70s as, kind of price points. But I'm literally offering these for $24 because of the little niche there, and I am more than happy to touch that up if someone so wishes me to. So this is a buy it now, 24 return. And so those of you that are here, I want to hear what anyone's got going on for this upcoming weekend. Is anyone going anywhere? Have any summer trips planned that's upcoming? I want to hear about it. So those are super nice. And you can tell how new they are because the pads on them, like, I just feel like they've just never, they're so clean. What can I say? So there you go. Thank you for looking. Okay, I'm taking a sip of my water. In about 10 days is my husband and I's 25th wedding anniversary. 25, wow, right? And we are going to go to, we're going to do a little trip, but we're not going to do it right when our anniversary is. Celebration. But we're thinking we might go to Key West. So if anyone's been to Key West, I'd love to hear any sort of input or whatever. My husband and I have never been there, and we just thought that'd be a fun little, long weekend kind of thing to do. Yeah. So, but we're not going to be able to go right in July here because we've just got other things going on or whatever. But we're probably going to do it in early fall. Has anyone ever been there? I'm just curious. I know you have to like take a super small plane into there, right? From what I remember from like, my daughter just went there recently with a whole bunch of her friends, Okay, so let me bring you some lovely clip back earrings here. Some even with more sparkle. So it's almost like we're repeating yesterday, slightly. These are branded. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I'm sure you guys have all these awesome, exciting celebrations too. I mean, I feel like 25 years has flown by. I don't know where. I just remember college days like it was yesterday. I went to Georgia Tech initially, and then started at Georgia Tech, and I was an athlete there. I ran cross country and track. So I've been like, and then I hurt my back because I was training for a half marathon, and I like ended up getting degenerative disc in one of my, or two of my, L4, L5, which just means like the juice in between your discs, like comes out because of over, pounding or whatever. And so now it's gone and I can never get it back. So that's why impact things for me are not good for me. So that's why Zumba is my exercise of choice. So anyways, you guys probably don't even care about that story, but I'm just rambling on, you know, just like it's all your dreams to hear about my life. Okay, here we go. These are, I believe, they're both Coro, I believe. Yes, that one is. Yes, that one is. So beautiful vintage earrings. All right, so these are not prong set in there. The beautiful peacock blue that I was showing the other day in the necklace that Lady A bought. And she actually got those dangle coral earrings that had a little reticulation. But a textured kind of outside with some open work, a little bit of dimension, okay? And so here's your mark for Coro. It's almost like so shiny, it's hard to see it. But it's written there, okay? Marked really well. Sometimes I'll find Coro earrings and the mark is very, very slight. It makes me wonder whether or not it's actually Coro, you know what I mean? But no question that these are. Okay. So those are about the size of a quarter again, a little bit slightly larger than an inch. Sorry, that's not the match. So those are looking like that. Pretty, pretty, okay? So that is one of the choices. And then here's the other pair. Here we have, you know, I would still consider that like a peacock blue. Open work, filigree. We've got some clear rhinestones in there. I think, let me look close up. I can't tell if it just looks like a rhinestone. No, they are. They're like little citrine colored rhinestones there on the corner. And you have the little blue ones there, okay? There's the back again that says Coro. They're in excellent condition. Okay, so let me just show you what those look like, if I can. I'll have to get down really low. Hold on one second. Okay, I thought something popped out of it, but it didn't. I'm wrong. So I don't know if I can zoom in where you can actually see them, but there you go. You see all the, I can't get out of the way of my own friggin' camera. I just can't maneuver it. It's awkward. Okay. I forgot to say, they're a little bit longer than wider, but almost an inch in length. Let me give you these other ones. Whew. I think you can see that there. I can't do it. It's the wrong angle. I just can't make it right. I can't get close up because I'm so far away to show you the earrings. It's not as good as yesterday when I was at a different angle. Anyways, I'm probably making everyone want to puke. Sorry. All right, so those are your choices, both Coro. And this is going to be a buy it now. Buyer's choice. Signed Coro. They're beautiful earrings, and they're going to be a $16 start. Okay. And let me bring them closer up for you. Aren't they in great condition? I agree. Oops. You know, I mean, this is vintage stuff. It would be expected for it to have wear on a lot of the jewelry that, you know, many of these resellers on all different platforms are going out and, you know, sourcing and finding. You know, you expect that people love them and wear them. So when you find them in great condition, it definitely adds to their value. You know, they're a stronger commodity, I guess you would say. So there are those. All right. I have another really cool pair of earrings. These are by themselves. Uh, gosh, I'm not even live on my own thing. There we go. This is by a brand called Jessara. I'm not familiar with that brand at all. Wonder if... Okay. So, but they are really, they so quality made. Kind of a matte, embossed leaves, which, well, no, they're more etched, I think. Hold on. Etched is where you have marks that imprint into the metal. Embossed is where you have like stuff that comes towards you on top of the metal. And anyways, faux pearls there, acrylic, and just a beautiful matte colored earring. You can tell how new they are. There are the little rubber backs there, and then it says Jessara right there. I don't know much about this brand. I don't know if any of you are familiar with this brand, but they're really lovely. The only comp I found, the exact earrings, was like a $42 listing comp for a listing price. These are sitting right almost at 1¼ inches. Aren't those lovely? I'm not going to bother putting them in my ears because it's just at this far away. It just isn't close and pretty enough. It's more pretty for me to show them to you like that. Aren't they lovely? Yeah, so for that comp, I'm going to offer these. These are beautiful. This is going to be a buy it now price of $19. So a great price when you're thinking other listing comps are, well, the one I found was 42. You could go Google Lens this, and isn't it? I agree. Definitely. So pretty. And they're really heavy. They just feel quality and in great condition. So, and I've never seen these before. You know, when you get around a lot of vintage jewelry, a lot of signed vintage jewelry, you can tell, you know, the style of Monet, the style of Trifart, you know what I mean? These are different. These are special. I like them a lot. So thank you for looking at those. Okay. All right, let me bring you a few chain necklaces for you to check out. Okay, so this one actually still has its original tags. You see here, 1928. Okay, it's 14 karat gold tipped. All right, very nice. So you got your 1928 here, but then also typically the texture on the back side of on this you're not going to be able to tell that texture because the back side has like, you know, etching on it that's specific to the locket. But you know, that's a faux. So there's the inside, very clean. But that's a faux cameo, okay? And snaps perfectly good. It's new with tags on it. What can I say? About 1 inch and just a little bit less than 1¼ inch, and it's on a long gold chain that looks to be approximately 28 inches, okay? So it is looking like that. So this particular necklace, if you like to use this for layering in the sort, is going to be a buy it now. Are you ready for this? $9. Beautiful. New with tags on it, 1928. Locket, necklace. Great for layering. Very pretty, in excellent condition. No tone loss whatsoever. When you zoom in, you see like you get like jewelry crumbs all over your thing. So there you go. Thanks for looking, everyone, at that. Okay, I'm bringing another. All right, I accidentally handed my wife a glue stick instead of a chapstick. Uh-oh. I bet she was quiet for the rest of the night. She still isn't talking to me. See, I knew it. I got that one. Hilarious. She was quiet for the rest of the night. Let's try another one. Dun dun dun. My friend was addicted to the hokey pokey. Do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Her lips are sealed. Yes. That is perfect. I love y'all. Okay. But thankfully, he turned himself around. My friend was addicted to the hokey pokey. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Choo. Okay. So this next necklace is actually a gemstone. It's aventurine, which is a type of quartz. Aventurine can come in many colors, but it's very commonly in green. On the Presidium, aventurine will fall in a very similar location to nephrite jade. And like this isn't a very brighter green aventurine, but sometimes, you know, like if you're trying to differentiate between the two, one thing that I've learned, I mean, it's not a perfect science, but I learned that if you look under a loupe, and you can almost see it in here as I flash it around a little bit. You see those little bits of shimmer that kind of pop up when I move it around? Jade wouldn't have that. That's like specific to aventurine. And so the way I always differentiate between like aventurine, a green aventurine, or a jade is I get my loupe and I look for that little bit of shimmer. I'm sure you can see it as I do that. So this particular necklace is also new with tags on it. Oh, no, it's not. It doesn't have tags. I lie. This pendant at the bottom is about a little bit bigger than 1.5 inches wide. And isn't this nice? We get entertainment and laughs while shopping. Joe just tells bad jokes on my channel. No, 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 no. You're all wrong, Jen. Joe is funny. He is hilarious, and he's the perfect balance for you. You know, because you're all about business. You're the organizer. You're the, you know, I know the jewelry and all that business. But with Joe, he'll just throw in a funny little statement right in the middle of your seriousness. I just think he cracks me up. So here's what the back looks like. This is not 1928. It's a sister company to 1928, which is called 2028. Okay, so it's right there. It's the same company, but just, you know, jewelry that has a little bit more modern style. And you can see that fun little chain link coming up. And we do have an extender here, but without the extender, this necklace is sitting at 16 inches. And when I went on to look for comps for this, you can buy it brand new right now. It like, there's like an actual there's actually a major department. I don't think it's Kohl's. I think it's another major department store. But if you Google Lenses, it will come up, and it's on sale for $68. I'll tell you right now that you could go on Google Lenses and you will find it. Interesting. I never knew that about 2028. They are connected. They are, yes. So have you not seen 2028 jewelry before? Is that what you mean? Or you just didn't know that they were related and you have seen both? So let me put this up on the neck for you. It's a really nice necklace. So it's looking like that. Hi, everyone. Okay. Oh, this is the first you've seen one of their pieces, yes. So if you ever see 2028, it's the same. And I don't know if you would per se call it a sister company. The fact is it's the same, but one's called 1928 because obviously the style of the jewelry that they're trying to repeat is, you know, got that, you know, 1928 style. And obviously this is like 2028 is like right what we're in right now. So it's like current modern day jewelry. So anyways, there you go. A really nice piece. And it is actually, in fact, aventurine. So I am going to do a buy it now price on that one. Sorry, I have to get readjusted after I shift myself around here. Again, that listing that I saw online was for $68 new. It's some department store. But I'm going to do a buy it now on this one for 28. What did I just do? What the heck happened? My YouTube disappeared. Hold on. I don't know why it disappeared. For a buy it now of $28. So there you go. And again, if you want to look for that little bit of shimmer, you can see it happening right there. Now, I am nowhere close to the knowledge that Jen has, and I've learned a lot from Jen. But I do know a little bit. I do know. I mean, Jen knows I know quite a bit, but I have not been GIA trained like Jen. She's got definitely thorough, extensive knowledge. So a really lovely necklace. So I appreciate everyone taking a look at that. All right. What are we going to go to now? How about I show you that necklace that I was mentioning? Looked very similar to that bracelet that I mentioned earlier that was a buyer's choice with that texture about it. It's not exact, but it's similar. They would definitely coordinate really well. They're both Monet. So just saying. What Jen say here? Not everything, Curry. I try to help as much as I can. That's right. I know you are such a giving person of your time and your knowledge, and we love you, Jen. We love you. We love you. Everyone, give Jen some love in the chat. We love you, Jen. Okay, so let me zoom out here a little bit. This is, in fact, a Monet signed piece there. You got a hang tag that says Monet. And yeah, so it's on this hook here. So right now I have it on this very short extender, which is textured. But you obviously could shorten it slightly. If you shortened it, it would be, at 14 inches. So I have it at 16 inches currently, where the larger of the two strands are 16 inches. Yes, of course. That's a great thing to say, Jen, because it will help me get ideas for future shows. I'm a little bit different than Jen in that, and I've always done this with my live shows, but I kind of theme my shows where it might, like the other show I had the other day was, all like rhinestone vintage, and then today's signed, signed costume jewelry. And I think a time before that I was doing, like affordable natural stone. Jen just brings a splattering of all different types of things to each show. So we structure our shows a little bit different, but in both cases, it's much appreciative to hear, like when Lady A said earlier, hey, can you look out for some really thin bracelets? I mean, not thin, small. It's helpful to us when we're out there sourcing it and looking for things. So you can see it's two strand, and it's got, that texture going on there. I was wondering if it also said Monet back here, but it doesn't. But it has absolutely zero tone loss. It is in perfect condition, okay? And those, balls, they are on a chain, a thicker chain on the inside. You can't really see it very well. And the balls are, I don't know, about 11 millimeters, okay? So a very classic kind of necklace. I'm going to put it up here on the neck, and then I'll let you see. That would really go with anything. What just happened here? I didn't mean to do that. Go away. Okay. So there we go. Okay. I can even bring it closer. Let's see if it'll even let me. It'll get unblurry. It wants to focus on whatever, so it's sort of blurry. But you get the concept. Okay, I'm going to bring it back down to my hands. Hello, everyone. But there you go. Okay. So this beautiful, beautiful necklace is going to be a buy it now. Just going to set it out right here. A buy it now of $24. Signed Monet. Beautiful piece. Really classic. Go with everything kind of piece. In great condition. Cool beans. So thank you for looking at that. This is only just a couple brands of the vintage jewelry I have. Like I have lots of branded signed pieces. But today I just kind of brought, Napier, Sarah Monet, Trifari kind of stuff. So just saying. Okay. Did you hear about the patient who called his doctor and told him he was afraid he had become invisible? I haven't heard that. Tell me about it. The doctor said, sorry, I can't see you right now. Haha, get it? Haha. Did you hear about the Mexican magician who told the audience he was going to disappear at the count of 3? Tell me about it. He said, uno, dos, and then poof, he disappeared without a trace. Ah, that's a fun play on words. I get it. I get it. Okay, let's see what else I can bring in. How about another, let's do this one. This is, I brought this recently to show. I don't know if I've shown it to you guys, but this is Joan Rivers. I know Joan Rivers jewelry can be quite valuable. I think it used to be like part of the Home Shopping Network. I know she's passed, but her jewelry is still, it's very quality made. So this whole necklace has these like cha-cha stations of glass. These are all glass, kind of amber in color. And so, super long. Sorry, I had to untwist it there. But, and I'm not even counting the extender. Without the extender, I think it's 34 inches, and then you have all that extender. But lots of movement and a really, really nice piece for layering, okay? All glass, very heavy. Gold tone looks amazing. And when I put it up here on the neck, I'm actually going to double it just because it's kind of too long for me to show you otherwise, but I think you'll get the concept. So there you go. Beautiful Joan Rivers. So when I go and look at comps for this, I'm finding like lowest comps around 50. So I will offer this, buy it now, Joan Rivers necklace, 34 inches plus an extender. You could double it. It does have a clasp. It has a lobster claw clasp, or you could wear it long. But this one is going to be a $29 buy it now price, which is great price. Isn't that pretty? I love this one. I just feel like that matches everything. And of course, you got all the movement going on. Cute, cute. Okay. Let's see it close up again. All right, thank you for looking. We are definitely not going to go 4 hours. I'll be done far before that. Just, just so you know, because we're flying through this. All right. What do I want to show you next? Oh, let's do these. Now, I might need some help out there from somebody because, to be honest, I'm not quite sure. I think this stands for Trifari, but I just don't know. Or maybe it stands for Talbots. I don't know. But what is on the back of these earrings is TF, which to me, well, that wouldn't be Talbots. That has to be Trifari, right? I don't know, but it's a more modern Trifari, I guess. I think it's Trifari, but they're really beautiful, you know, chandelier earrings here that, you know, have this all these floral elements, faux pearls, aurora borealis, open work, you know, reticulation, movement, all the things. And I Google lens them and I cannot find them, but I have to assume that stands for Trifari. Okay. I do not believe these pearls are real, but they are glass, or at least, hold on. The bottom ones are glass. I'm listening. The sound that a glass pearl gives is a different sound than an acrylic pearl. Oh, I think they're all glass. Now that I notice that, and then, of course, that stone, that sort of kind of smoky quartz rhinestone up there is prong set. So these are beautiful earrings. I really love them. And I might just have to put them in for you because I do. So bear with me. Post back, obviously. I don't know if it will let me zoom in on them where I can show. You see, my camera just gets in the way. You see, you have to go the opposite direction. Oh, I just am making myself nauseous. You have to go the opposite direction of the camera. They're really cute. Okay, so that was a terrible display of trying to show them to you, but it's this whole across camera screen that's making me nuts. Okay, so there you go. There you go. So I love them. This is going to be a buy it now. And I think they're worth every penny. They're gorgeous. $21 start. Lady A says, always rhinestone, but I haven't been able to work with them much lately. Does anyone? Oh, right. That's what you're always looking for. So that's why yesterday was your heaven, right, Lady A? You were in heaven yesterday. I get it. I love these. A fun pair. Can you imagine, like, you know, being on your anniversary trip and wearing them? I don't know. I love them. And again, they're coming out here of this dangle. I failed to tell you how long they are. What a terrible, okay, they're 3 inches. Okay, so thank you for looking at those. All right. Let me bring you some new on card earrings, shall I? I have some Chico's here, so I guess we could, I mean, Chico's has been around a while, so officially it could be vintage. That's how I kind of titled today's show, but obviously it could be modern too. Anyways, but I got to read one of these first. You know why you should never trust an atom? Why should we never trust an atom? Because they make up everything. That's a good one. Any of you science lovers out there, that's a funny one. You know what I would say to the mathematicians who invented zero? Oh, great. Thanks for nothing. Funny, funny. So, Lady A, do you have like I don't know, you're saying you haven't been able to work with them much lately, meaning using your hands, working with small items. I don't know what health thing, and you certainly don't have to share on here. That is your business. But I know for me, as I've gotten older, like arthritis wise, I have to take Tylenol every morning just to kind of get out of bed. My joints are hurting because I'm always rushing out to go exercise, but I get out of bed and it hurts, every joint in my body. I know y'all understand. Okay, so this first pair I'm going to offer by themselves. They are Chico's, obviously. We've got these awesome little reticulating circle. Some of them are like shiny and some of them are matte. And, a little textured, post back thing that it's coming out of there. There is the original price. They have the original card. I don't know how old they are, but lots of movement. And so, yeah, I'm just going to cut that in half. And I'm going to say those earrings, which are in perfect condition, new on the card, a little bit more than 2 inches long. I'm going to do a buy it now of $12 for those, for anyone interested in that. So when you find things that are new on the card, what a great opportunity to give as gifts, right? It literally has the tag on it. I like those. I actually have some Silpata's sterling silver earrings that are very similar to this. Silver, this would go with everything. Everything. Chico's makes nice quality stuff for sure. So there's those. I'm going to move on and talk about the other Chico's ones I also have here, which I'm going to offer for a slightly lower price. But these, for any questions on any jewelry, oh yes, thank you. Or email me. That's right. Thank you, Leonore. So this has got like a gold tone textured ring mixed with this silver tone, and it gets bigger as you go to the bottom, and then the metal kind of twists. It's hard for you to see it in there, but it does. Okay, they are coming out of hooks. It's on the original card. You see it there. So we got those, which I like those a lot. Or we have these big hoops. These are acrylic little cabochons that are kind of inset there. And, this is just like a hinge. It just pops out. You see that? Okay, so there you go. Still new with tags on it, all right? So these are going to be a buyer's choice of either one of them, okay? Buyer's choice. So BIN is buy it now. BC is buyer's choice. And they are going to be a $9 buyer's choice for either of those. I really like these. I love that little gold tone texture in there. So there's those. And Lady A says, I exercise when I can, but some days I can't even get out of bed. Today is one of those days. It's how it is and has been for a while now. I have several cancers with many side effects. One affects movement. Oh, goodness gracious, Lady A, you will most definitely be in my prayers. Oh, gosh, yes. So I'm sure that you really treasure those days when you feel good enough to get up and get moving, especially if it's around times where there's like family functions and things, if you can have the energy. So much love and prayers to you for that. You know what? But I bet you jewelry, you probably have jewelry enough. I don't know, for all I know, you were a seller as well. I'm not sure, but you seem to know what you like and know what you're buying. So it wouldn't surprise me if you're a seller, but also having, your jewelry that keeps your mind busy when, maybe your body's not cooperating, so anyways, thank you for sharing that. You didn't have to, but now I know. I love to learn about people in their lives, and then we can be there to help support each other, right? Okay. So thank you for sharing that. If there is any swelling, I'm done for. Barometric pressure and other things affect that swelling. Okay. So, is the barometric pressure higher when it's going to storm or like, because I don't know a lot about that, but when it's going to like rain, is the barometric pressure high? Is that what you mean? Like you have to, you like it'll affect your day. I know that when rain was coming, like my ankles would ache, just generally with arthritis, not because I had that going on, but uh, yeah, I'm sure you have some strategies to help with the swelling, though. Obviously, staying in bed, keeping your feet up, all the things. What am I telling you? You know all that stuff. And I am not a nurse. So, okay, here are some more buy it now earrings. Really, really cute ones. These are all going to be. Oh well, some are clip back and some are pierced. It's a mix. It's a mixture. Okay. So these first two pair of earrings, I was not a seller, but I worked, oh, in the medical field. Medically retired early, have not kept up my licenses. I hear you. Okay. Yeah, but why would you if you know you're not going to go back into that? Focus your energy on the things that matter to you currently. You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense to me. Okay, these are stunning. Let me just say, love these. These are actually clip back, you know, and they are Monet signed with a very recognizable Monet mark that many of us are familiar with. Okay. So they're just like a post clip-on earring with this really lovely alternating bar with chain fringe kind of tassel about it. So the gold tone is perfect, perfect, perfect. So I'm not going to put them in my ears because I think it'll look better just looking at them super close up and seeing their movement. But let me just open these up. The backs look great, in super great condition. Okay, so that's what those are looking like. Seeing comps for these up into the 30s and 40s for those earrings. Okay. These I couldn't find the exact. I found something similar. These are, I believe, are Napier. Yes, they're signed right back there, Napier. Technically, I'm no longer what I spent many years of my life to become. Technically, I'm no longer what I spent many years of life to become. It's ironic. Right. So, were you like a, I mean, you don't have to say, but were you a doctor or were you like a physician's assistant or a nurse or whatever? My daughter just applied to med school, uh, and it so many years of training, you know. Napier, open work, reticulating, beautiful, textured flower dangle earrings. Love these. I forgot to measure the other ones. These are actually post back. This is 22 and a half. I'm sorry, 2.5 inches, 2.5 inches long. I forgot to measure these. These are almost 2.5 inches long as well. Okay. So there you go. All right. So these are going to be a buyer's choice of, love both of these earrings of 16. And one is clip back and one is obviously post back. But I love them both. I love them both. Very, very nice. Great condition. No tone loss or anything. So thanks for looking at those. I'm going to set them to the side, show you the other pairs I have here. These are, I don't know how I got like cat hair on there. I forgot to bring Spike. Oh my goodness. I'll go get him here in a little bit. I told you I would start with Spike, but you know, when you start a live, like no one's here, it takes a while for people to come. So if we get a few more people in here, I'll go get him so you can meet him. Anyways, so these are by a company called Terra. I'm not really familiar with it, but they are really lovely textured clip-on earring. You can see it's kind of like a Pringle potato chip with a lovely prong set Aurora Borealis and a filigree capped acrylic pearl. So they dangle and they're, you know, going in the ears like that. Really, really cute pair of earrings. I love them. And they're decently light. If someone doesn't like really heavy earrings, but bigger, they aren't too crazy heavy. So those are super pretty. And then these, I'm fairly confident, are Avon. You know, let's see if these backs say Avon. They don't. But, you know, I've seen enough of these to know. I'm pretty sure they're Avon. And I think I even Google lensed them. But we've got, and I sold an Avon necklace not long ago that had these filigree balls on the necklace. Sorry, this is twisted around. There we go. So it goes like that in your ear. Okay. Gold tone looks great. Those hang down to about 2 inches, as well as the Tara earrings. Okay. So these are pierced. And those are clip-on. I'm trying to hold them for you without them falling down. Doing my best. How's that? Okay. So these are going to be a buy it now buyer's choice of 9 cute earrings. Oh, well, there's 9 or 7. I might go grab Spike. If I get a few more in here, I'll go grab him. Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you want to see Spike. I talked about him the other day. He's our bearded dragon. I don't want him to come and poop on my thing. I mean, not that just because I hold him, he's going to poop, but I won't keep him out too long. Yes, Leonor says, go get him. Again, this is a, thanks for looking at these guys. This is a bearded dragon that used to be a school pet. And when COVID happened, he became our pet. And, you know, the kid's big sale to me was like, Mom, he's free. They're going to let us have him for free. There is nothing free about a bearded dragon. Even if he comes with a cage, which he outgrew the cage he had in like, you know, 3 months. But the thing about bearded dragons are you have to take them to an exotic vet, a regular vet, you know, for pets like dogs and cats and rabbits, you know, isn't where you would go. So that's like more expensive and you have to find the specialized people. And with Spike in particular, he has been stunted at growth. Now, there are some bearded dragons when they're not well cared for and they don't get like their, you know, fluorescent light above them like they should, when they don't get adopt your pets. I saw your registration the other day. I didn't know you were here, but I hear you out there. You know, I don't think he had black light while he was in the school. I mean, you know, like fluorescent light. I don't think they ever gave him a live bug while he was in the school. They always had like dried bugs. I honestly don't think they gave him, you know, like fresh greens. So all of these things we do, and we also give them baths to help. There you go. Adopt your pets is in. Say hello to everyone. But they, you know, they need baths to help keep their skin, you know, moisture. It helps get, you know, them hydrated too. And when they're going through a shedding period, it helps take that off. But with Spike in particular, he's really small. He's only probably, including his tail, he's probably 15 inches. But he's a full grown one. I mean, we've had him for 6 years, you know, like most bearded dragons can be 2 feet and more. So he's pretty small. But I'll grab him. Give me 1 second and you guys can meet him. So the big joke is always, like my sons and, Mom, hey, get this free pet, He's not free, but it's fine. And then now I'm an empty nester, so all my kids are gone. And so now I care for him solely. And, at first I was like, you are not bringing a lizard in this house. I didn't want snakes, I didn't want lizards, but I eventually agreed, especially because it was COVID and he needed a home. And now I just love him. He's so sweet. So, anyways, and I may bring this down a little bit. Let me bring it down here. But this is Spike, and he might say hello to you guys. But you can see he's pretty small. Here's his length. And a lot of times when he's pretty good, but a lot of times these bearded dragons that don't get enough of like the heat, the fluorescent, sorry, Spike, I'm trying to get you a different position. When they don't get the heat, the fluorescent light, they can get this disease that will make all their body like all mangled and like not formed right. He looks pretty good, but yeah, he loves his bugs. He loves to run around. If I let him out, he'll run up and down the hall, and he'll actually go down the stairs too. And so part of his nutrients, because he really is kind of like a stunted at growth, is we give him something called, and I'm gonna butcher the name, but it's this like, he's tired, he's chilling, or he doesn't like the bright lights. I think he's chilling. We give him this a food in a syringe that I just squirt in his mouth. Oh, your daughter. Oh, Leah says Spike is so cute. That's your granddaughter. Oh, sorry, Spike. I didn't mean to hit you in the face. I'm just trying to let them see your whole body. But I mean, he is capable of standing up. I could really gross you out and I could bring bugs in here and you could watch him eat bugs. But that really wouldn't be this jewelry. It's not the right topic. Right, Spike? Okay, I know. I'm bugging you. But so a couple times a week, we used to have to do it more, but a couple times a week, I give him some extra nutrients in a syringe. It's kind of like, it's like giving a young kid Pediasure, like when you have kids that aren't thriving and, you give them those extra nutrients. And so we give him that. And then, but if I had a worm right here, he would cock his little head sideways back and forth. And then his tongue would go. And you can see, because their eyes are sort of on the side of their head, that like right here in front of him, it's hard for him to see. Like for us as people, we can see in front really well, but we have not great peripheral vision. He's got great peripheral vision, And whenever he's walking, he's very chill. Whenever he's walking along on the carpet, he, and I can put you up on something, Spike, that you can grab onto a little bit better. Let's give you this. That's too high. Hold on. Whenever I put him on the carpet and stuff, he, his little, things can grab into it and he's not like sliding. But when he goes down on the hardwood floors, it's so funny to watch him walk, because he's like, he's like ice skating. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, so do any of you guys out there have any reptile pets? Trying to get him to show his face. He's asleep. Any snakes, or have a kitten sleeping beside you? Aw. That's cute. Yeah, he's pretty cool, dude. And at this point, I mean, I don't know how long bearded dragons live, but we've, I mean, I think he was about 2 years old when he came to us, and we've had him since COVID. What was that, 2000? So, he's like 8, maybe like 7 or 8 years old. So, anyways, that's it. Look at how long his toes are. So he literally will go and like, he's got these things in his cage where he can like crawl up on these kind of wood kind of things, and he'll sleep like upright, or whatever position he wants to put his little claws in. Another thing you have to have in his cage is a heat lamp. It's really important because these are like, it's like they're Australian lizards, you know, they're used to like the outback in the sun, like shining down on them. So yes, if you've just popped in and you thought you were coming in for a jewelry show, this is a jewelry show, but we're just taking a brief break to meet Spike, my bearded dragon, because I promised everyone I'd bring him. So anyways, I'll bring him back another time, but I'll go put him up. But do you like him? I'd love to hear about y'all's pets at home. Sorry, Spike. So when you pick him up, it's important to pick him up. Oh, Simon the cat, when he first met Spike, oh my God, my cat is like Jekyll and Hyde, not the nicest cat in the world. Thinks he's the run of the house. But when we first brought Spike home and we put Spike on the floor and he'd like run towards him, he would scare the living bejesus out of my cat, to where my cat was so cautious of him. And you know, cats have sharp claws and sharp teeth, and I didn't want the cat to like attack him. He's never attacked him, and now he's been around him so much that I can just set them right next to each other and they're really not fazed by each other. The cat's not scared of him, and the bearded dragon's not trying to go run after him anymore. So, but his scales only run one direction. They're kind of run facing down. So if I were to go up this direction trying to pick him up, it pulls the opposite direction of his scales. So the best way to pick up a bearded dragon is to come in from the front, because that's the direction of his scales, you know, and then I just bring him over and I carry him like a football, which I'll show you here in a second. Anyways, but you guys can say goodbye. Oh, see, I can't even get it right. Anyways, so I'll carry him like a football. So Spike's, you see, I have to go the opposite direction. Let's get close, Spike. When they see themselves in the mirror, a lot of times they'll do this head bobbing thing. I doubt he'll do it here, but they can. When they start to see themselves, they'll be like head up and down, up and down. I don't know if you've ever seen videos of that. But anyways, I'm taking him back. I'll be right back. I'm glad we had that brief intermission. Okie dokie. I'll be back. All right, let's keep going, people. Showing you the goods. All right. So, here's another pair of Anne Klein earrings. They're like lion earrings. I think a lot of people like this style earring because it's like very Anne Kleinish. I think sometimes Kenneth J. Lang makes one like this, similar to this as well. But they are post back. I want to just see what your comments were because I couldn't see them all while I was showing Spike. So let me go back and look at what y'all said. So adopt your pets. Do you adopt pets yourself, or do you run like a rescue, or do you volunteer at a place like that? I saw your registration the other day and I thought, I wonder what she does. And Leonore adopts. All my pets have been rescues. And then Lady A says, all of my beloved kitties have been adopted and completely spoiled. Oh, have you like had lots of litters of kitties? Or have you done it on purpose? Like, you know how people like raise kittens or whatever, or, breed them or whatever. Spike. He is tired, chilling under the lights. Leah says Spike is so cute. It's your granddaughter. Aw, he's pretty. I have a kitten sleeping beside me. He's very chill. Simon the cat eats cords and Spike eats bugs. You got it right, Jen. That's right. I don't mind the eating of the bugs, but the cords make me nuts. All right, so here we go. Thanks for that little intermission. You can see they've got like the line. This is not like a, you can have, you know, door knockers where this might reticulate or move. These are one solid piece. But you can see on the back, we have that very recognizable as well as a mark there, a copyright mark. But a lot of Anne Klein jewelry does not actually say Anne Klein, but it is very recognizable with the texture and the quality, the craftsmanship for sure. These are nice earrings, just short of 1.5 inches. You know, let me look closely. There is the only place I see the teeniest bit of wear is on the very, 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 very tippy of his nose. But the way the shadows hit it, you wouldn't know that. All of this gold tone is perfect, but the shadow hits it and it looks like it's a different color, but it's only because of the light. So you get that same play on there that I don't think anyone would ever know. Okay. So comps for this, I saw, you know, anywhere from, you know, $54 to $69. There are a lot of different versions of these sort of Anne Klein, you know. Some of them maybe have a ring down here that's reticulate, that, you know, it's like a door knocker, or maybe it's a solid ring rather than rope wrapped. But this is going to be a buy it now of $31 for anyone interested in those. So I adore animals, and you adopt your pets, right? Adopt your pets. Adopt and occasionally volunteer. You've got an 11-year-old Chihuahua. Wow. So I don't know how long Chihuahuas live till, but that's awesome. And a terrier that's and a Chihuahua Terrier, 3 months. Let's see, volunteer. I got an 11-year-old Chihuahua Terrier 3 months ago. So it's a new rescue, an older rescue. Well, that's great. We're able to give this animal a whole new life. I love that. I love that. Well, thank you for taking a look at those earrings. Okay, I don't know if you would refer to this as a demi-parure set, but I'm going to kind of refer to it as that because it actually is a necklace and an earring set. So let me bring this neck here so we can take a look. So this is a Napier set. 16-inch necklace, puffy gold links, as you see here. Let me get it undone. Gold tone looks incredible. We got a fold-over clasp, Napier mark right there, okay? And, you know, they are like little reticulating pieces there. Again, it's 16-inch. And on the neck, it only folds correctly. Let's see. Oh, I think it's supposed to go only one way. I think it's supposed to go this way, but I don't know. But let me put that on there, and you get the concept. You know, it's meant to be, you know, a sit on your neck, more spread out. And of course, this wants to. I'm trying to make it so it doesn't push. Maybe it'd be better on the other neck. But you get the concept, okay? And then I have a matching bracelet to it with the same fold-over clasp. It is 6.5 inches on the bracelet, okay? And the gold tone looks great. You know, and there's your mark back there, okay? So obviously this is for the bracelet and the necklace. And I'm going to offer the set together. This is going to be a buy it now. And then I'm just going to write, hold on, buy it now. For the set, I'm going to do $41, but it's for both of them. So there you go. Napier, you go do some Google Lens on it. You're going to find just the necklace by itself is probably up in the 60s. Just for the necklace. So size of bracelet is a 6.5. So there you go. So that actually is a little smaller for a bracelet. So it's a nice set. And obviously classic vintage jewelry, timeless vintage jewelry that's just not going to go out of style. Oh, you're a 5. You're really small. Because I'm like, yeah, that other bracelet was like a 5 3/4 and it was perfect. So the measurement of your wrist, you're saying, is a 5, which means you would probably wear a 5.5 or a 6. I get it. Yep. So anyways, there is that. Thanks for looking. Okay, let me bring you a couple other necklaces here. These are longer necklaces. Okay, this first one I want to show you is, look at this awesome textured multi-link chain. It's such a cool chain. Okay, so super long, coming to a spring ring clasp. This is about 28 inches. Oh, perfect. Awesome. And I believe this is Trifari, Crown Trifari, to be more specific. Yes, Crown Trifari right there. Okay. So that's what it looks like on the back. Here's your front, reticulating, in a nice long chain. So it's perfect for layering. I'm not going to put it up on the neck because you know exactly what it's going to look like. It's going to look just like that. Hold on, I'm going to take this the other way. I really, really love the chain. So this particular necklace is going to be a buy it now Crown Trifari of $23. Gold tone and textured links, open work, reticulating, all the things. And that big medallion there at the bottom is like 3.5 inches long, just FYI. It's a nice piece. Okay. And then I also have, this is, I think it's also Trifari. Hold on. Yes, it is also Crown Trifari, which, so I'm assuming that is my size. My actual wrist measure is just slightly smaller. Lady A, I'm sure you could wear a 5 or a 5.5. Let me measure my wrist and tell you what my wrist measurement is. In that one bracelet that I showed you was like a 5 3/4. But let me measure my wrist just so for future, I know if a bracelet fits me, it will fit you. So when I'm outsourcing and stuff, I'm measuring my wrist right now. I'm giving you the actual wrist measurement for me. You are teeny. Oh my goodness. Wow. My wrist measurement is literally a 6. You're a 5. Oh my goodness gracious. That's so thin. Okay. So my wrist measurement is a 6. And this, I guess, is like right at a 6 then. I can't really tell because it doesn't push down into the next thing because this isn't flat. But I guess I could measure the inside of that. So you would even be slightly smaller than me. Hold on, I'm measuring the inside of this other one that fits me so well. It literally measures right at a 6, but it fits me perfectly. So there we have that. Crown Trifari, gold tone, open work, floral. And again, it's coming from a multi-link chain. This one's just not textured. Thank you. I agree. I agree. And then obviously we have our Crown Trifari dangle there. And I don't think the other one had a Crown Trifari dangle, but in a spring ring clasp in my yellow fingers from testing. It is on a 24-inch chain. Hold on, I want to go the other way. Both of these pieces are great for layering. So there we go. And this one, Crown Trifari, I'm going to do a buy it now of 18. So there you go. Really great deals today. I just noticed the crown next to my name. I guess that's what the person who's doing the live gets, is a crown if you're the one doing it. I see. I feel so fancy. Thank you for looking at those. Okay. Let me bring some more earrings on the card. Here I have some Liz Claiborne and Nine West earrings on the card. These are going to be a great deal. All brand new. So this is like, it's like 3 loops, but they kind of go from one side in through the other. It kind of loops through. All of them kind of switch sides. It's kind of got like a geometric play on it. There wasn't a price tag on that, but those are brand new on the card, Liz Claiborne. And they have little hinge, you know, closures, and it's about 1¼ inches in length. Here we've got a gold tone hammered reticulating, kind of like door knockers, sort of. And this obviously came from Macy's, but a nice, simple, would match everything. A little, you know, hammered. They're about 1.5 inches on those, okay? And then the third option, we have a Nine West, really simple, yet also it's got these geometric little, I don't know if you'd consider it hammered, but in the way that the metal is designed, it's not just a simple hoop, okay? And it looks like hinge closures as well, would go with anything. Oh, looks like those have a price on it. So they were 14 when they were new. And are you ready? This is going to be a buy it now. It's going to be one of the best deals of the day. Buy it now, buyer's choice, $7. So if any of those speak to you, there you go. So how many things do I have left here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14 more things to show you. That's where I am in the day's festivities. Buy it now. There you go. You know how I burned 2,000 calories today? I left brownies in the oven too long while I took a nap. That's funny. Yes. You burned 2,000 calories, and then you also didn't eat 2,000 calories. Thank you for looking at those. Here's some really lovely layering necklaces. Love both of these. So this first one is Crown Trifari. You can see the little tag there. Beautiful lobster clasp with a really neat bar link. These are just all bar link necklace. It just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. So, I mean, it doesn't go forever. It's 28 inches, okay? But what a perfect piece to use for layering, you know? There it is. It would go with everything. A Crown Trifari, a staple piece, something you could use by itself. And 28 inches, I don't really think you could double it. I mean, I suppose you could. You could make it 2 14-inch ones, but that you know, I don't know. But anyways, so that one I'm going to sell by itself. And it is going to be a buyer's, I mean, it's going to be a buy it now for $11. Crown Trifari. Do I have any of the rhinestones with you today? Well, I have them in a bag under my bed because I cleaned up from that sale, but they are still with me. They're just, I put them all into the same, you know, I stored them together. Did you have a question about one of them? I could pull them out for you. So thank you for looking at that one. It's in great condition. Silvertone looks perfect. Okay, and then I have this one that has these stations that are these little textured like filigree stations. This is Monet, and it has a spring ring clasp. And so, you know, let's see, on the whole necklace, there's one there at the top. Then you go a while, I don't know, almost 12 inches, and then there's two more. And then you go another 12 inches. There's another one. They kind of, I guess they're about 12 inches apart. The clear rhinestones, need more of those. Well, we can pull it out when I get right here at the end, and we'll see. I need more clear rhinestones. You're so cute. I need them. That's so fun. Anyways, so a very nice layering piece. And so this necklace is gold tone. It's about, let's see, 20. Let me measure that again. It's about 28 would be, it's about 54 to 56 inches. I'm just doing it triple there on my thing. But if you look really close up, the links are kind of cool because you need, I don't know, they're a little bit squared off. Like it's not a regular, it's got a little bit of like dimension to them that's a little bit different. So anyways, so yeah, that's super long. I'm not even going to put it on the neck because you know exactly what it's going to look like. Just a long layering piece. Monet. This is going to be a buy it now of $14 for anyone interested in that. So, Lady A, you don't even want the rhinestones that have Aurora Borealis. You're saying you're all about the clear ones. Okay, well, I can go and pull out some of those for you here when we get at the end. Like I said, I'm kind of getting to the end, and I'm going to finish way before 6 o'clock. So I am available to you guys for whatever you want. Now, what I can't do is go pull out stuff that I haven't priced. Because I just have to process it. I can't just like, oh, let me go pull this and just put it and go, oh, I'll charge this. Because I always research everything, and so I have to do that ahead of time. Here is another set of Buyer's Choice earrings. These are all clip back, okay? Textured gold tone in excellent, excellent condition. So I love the texture of these first ones. We've got an enameling there, a little bit of, you know, mounding there. But I love the texture on them. Here's the back. They are Napier. So you call this a comfort clip because it's a clip, but you can also loosen and tighten from the screw back there. So those are a really nice earring. A really rich gold in color, about 1 inch wide, okay? So that's one of them. Or I have this pair, also enameled. And I would say this is like the darkest, darkest navy blue where you can almost not tell the difference, but I can. It's really, really dark navy blue compared to black, but enameling with that sort of geometric shape. You know, has some dimension. These are Monet. Gold tone looks fabulous. All the things, okay? Those are sitting right at about 1 inch. So that's an option. 1, 2. And then the third pair are Carol Lee earrings. It says it right there, Carol Lee. And it also says it right there, Carol Lee. And these are more of a matted kind of not, you see how the gold tone here is like really rich, and then this is more of like a muted gold tone. Faux acrylic pearl, but has a little bit of weight to it with that little rope wrapping. And that one's looking at about 3/4 of an inch. Okay. All very, very nice earrings. Branded, excellent condition, clip back, all the things. And so this is going to be a buyer's choice of $10. So there you go. Looking at comps at some of those, I know with the Carol Lee ones, I was looking at, you know, high 20s, 30s sort of thing when I was looking at selling comps, like the listing price. Okay. See what else I want to grab for you. Oh, I think we'll do this next. This next thing's going to come in the box, the original box. Thank you for looking at those. Okay, I'm going to come out just a little bit here. All right, so this is Crown Trifari. It's a little teeny bit of, I don't know if that's a stain or what. The box is in excellent condition, but it says Jewels by Crown Trifari. And this is a clip back. You can see it, the way it's attached back there. It says Crown Trifari. But on the actual earring has like it's textured, and those rhinestones there are like a red. Okay, you're not going to believe it, but when I looked up comps for this, and I found several similar earrings, and I actually found these exact earrings that had a sold comp of $114. Sold comp. But I also found some others that were similar. I also Crown Trifari that were like 98. I don't know why they're so expensive. I don't know what's so special about them, but obviously they're special to someone. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, but that's what I discovered. This will come with the box that it's in as well. But this is going to be a buy it now. I mean, I can't just give them away if they have value, but I'm going to do a $52, which is like half of what the sold comp was that I saw. So there you go. In the box. Wow, I just found out I'm colorblind. The diagnosis came completely out of the purple. I don't get it. Someone explain it to me. The diagnosis came completely out of the purple? If they're colorblind, they can't see purple. I don't understand. The diagnosis came completely out of the purple. I don't even know what that means. Someone's going to have to explain that joke to me. I don't get it. Maybe I'm stupid. I don't know. You get it, Leonora? I don't get it. My boss told me to have a good day. So you know what I did? I went home. I get that one. That one's easy peasy. Thank you for looking at that little piece. Okay. Here's a couple more earrings on cards. Brand new on the card. I have some lovely, these are on lever back. That's the closure there. And these are glass. You can hear it. And you can see it, you know, through the back there. It says Monet on the back as well. Okay. On their original card. Lever back. And there you go. I just don't have a price on it, but there are those. They hang down, I don't know, to about 1.5 inches-ish. What a great Christmas earring, New Year's, Valentine's Day, whatever. And then these are clip back, comfort clip to be more specific, or ribbed, hollow, half hoop. There we go. Oh, they're not comfort clip. Oh, they say comfort clip, but that's a different kind of comfort clip. Because it's this style. It's still clip-on, but looks a little different. And it actually says Monet on the side right there. Usually it'll say it up here, but because this looks different. Okay, so those are brand new on the card. How do you go wrong? They're about an inch long. You can see, you know, how much up they go there. So these earrings are going to be a buyer's choice of $8. That's a great deal. And you could pick newer Monet, definitely newer Monet, you know, symbol or whatever, older Monet here on the right. Gold tone, silver tone. Okay. So you guys know, if any of you like end up watching this later, and you can always reach out to me, send an email if you have any questions. I haven't sold anything today, which is fine. You know, I've definitely been in live shows where that's happened. And that's not all what having a live show is about. It's also about the connection and the bonding and the chatting and the learning and the meeting of Spike the Bearded Dragon. But clearly, everything's still going to be available. So there you go. I have another demi-parure set for you with some beautiful filigree beads. This is a Monet set. Thank you, Leonore. So appreciate you. I'm gonna give you some love. I'm on my computer, so I can't do emojis, but I can go like this. Oh my goodness, it automatically turns it into a smiley face. When I type a smiley face and press enter, it turns it into a smiley face. That is cool. That's for you, Leonore. We love you. We love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate it. Much love. Monet, signature on the back right there on the fold over clasp. Again, in impeccable condition. All filigree beads, and they have little, you know, round ball bead spacers, and they are on a chain. It's just hard for you to see it, but that's how it's strung. And it's just one long strand. I think it's 24 inches. Yes, it is. So it's really lovely. I'm going to put it up here on the neck for you so you can see that. So there you go. Hello, hello. Okay. And I also have some matching earrings for it. Okay. So you see them right there. Oh, they are post back. So anyways, perfect condition for that. And let's see if they're marked Monet. Let's see. Yeah, they say Monet on the thing there. I don't know if it also says it on the base of the earring, but it might. Like down by the bottom of the post. No. So it doesn't say it there, but it does say it on the back. Okay. I hear my cat at the door again. Maybe you guys will get to say hi to him again. Anyways, so those are the earrings. I don't know if they were necessarily originally meant to go with this, but they certainly do match. Okay. So this is a really, really lovely set, Monet. 28-inch necklace, filigree, demi-parure set. So this is going to be a buy it now of $28, and it's for the set. So that's a pretty darn good deal. I love filigree jewelry. This is in perfect condition, in an amazing price, just saying. I'm going to open the door and see what my cat does. What do you want? What do you want? Simon, what are you going to go get into? He's rubbing on my leg. You're going to go over there and chew on some. I can't like not watch him. He's going to jump right now. He's going to jump up on the bed because he thinks there's cords up there, which there are. I usually have to, oh, he wants to come on, you see, or he's going to go under there and chew the cords. Yes, hello. Here, I'll pick him up. Oh, hold on. Say hello, Simon. Mwah. Doesn't he look grumpy? Yes, he looks grumpy. Simon the grumpy cat. Okay. Later, Gator. See, watch him. Watch him right now. He's going to walk. There's my lunch. You're not going to eat that. Oh, he's licking the yogurt. Okay, so Simon, you have to leave now because I can't work while you do that. You see, well, look at him. He's just saw them. Okay, time for you to go. Love you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Oh, you see, he doesn't want to go. Simon, gotta go. And then he's about to hiss at me or swat at me. Bye. Bye. See you later. Do any of your cats do that? Chew on wires? I don't think my cat's the only cat that's ever done that. I swear. Hi, Simon. Hi, Simon. Hi, Simon. Thank you for looking at that. We are like at the tail end here. Got just a few things left to show you. One of them is this really awesome rhinestone. They're glued in, but they are glass rhinestones. They're really beautiful. Heavy piece. This is Sarah Coventry. It just says Sarah there. It's sort of like a really kind of almost like a rose gold textured. It's on this very interesting chain, kind of a double link chain there. Spring ring clasp, 28 inches. So just this really cool medallion. And there's the back. It's a really nice piece. Okay. And again, the chain there is like, it's almost like Rolo chain, but double link Rolo chain. So that Sarah Cove necklace is an $18. I love the colors in it. Sort of like a citrine, but a little darker. And almost like root beer, really. It's pretty. He's meowing at the door, and I'm ignoring him. I know you're impressed. Thank you for looking at that. Okay, I did those. I did those. I did that. Okay, let's do this. These are Kenneth J. Lane earrings, obviously post-back. I think you can even go on and find these earrings right now, like in a store for $60, because I Google Lens them and they're like brand new in a store for $60. So obviously they're post-back. I would put brand new backs on them, but you can see the texture. Okay, and they are marked KJL right there on the inside. And I would put new backs on these. Okay. The hoop itself is about 1 1/4 inches. So that's what they're looking like. So again, if you bought these new right now, you could go on and Google Lensies and find them for $60. But I'm going to do a buy it now of them for $28 for anyone interested in the KJL earrings. Hi, Simon. Hi, Simon. Okay. It's about a 7.5, maybe. All right, so this next item I'm going to show you is Monet. You can see it's marked right there. It's matte. That's meant to be matte with like a thicker snake chain in between each of these little, portions of the bracelet. It does have a fold-over clasp, as you see there. I want to say this is about 7.5 inches. Let's see. Oh no. You see, when it's on, when you lay it out, you guys need to know this. Jen probably tells you this all the time. When you lay out a bracelet flat, it's going to always give you a longer measurement than what it can give you on your wrist. Because when a bracelet's folded up around you, you've got, you need some retail therapy. Well, there you go. Lots of vintage signed pieces today. Yeah, if you want, do you want me to go try to pull that right now, Lady A? Because I can easily pull out the clear stuff just like visually. If you'd like, I can go get that. So you don't have to watch the video. Anyways, it's always going to fit. How it fits on a cone is how it's going to fit your wrist. So right now, this is saying it's 6.5. Okay. So this is a heavier bracelet. Actually, really quite nice. And this one's going to be a buy it now of 14. Monet. Great condition. Matt. Yes, I will. I'll get it right now for you. And I'll just finish the other pieces a little later. Okay, thick snake chain, all of that. So thank you for looking at that. So let me grab this bag. And you're only looking, are you looking specifically for all clear things or just like clear earrings? Because I can show you the clear things. And I assume you weren't interested in AB, correct? You just wanted clear. You like that piece, says hello. Thank you. That's very nice. It's a bracelet that could go with anything, that's for sure. And I'm happy to rerun. I've almost finished running through all the stuff I have. There was maybe like 2 or 3 more things I wanted to show you, but I'm going to show these clear things first to Lady A. But I'm happy to rerun. I'll give you guys a visual right here at the end. And if you weren't here for the whole show, then I can pull back up and rerun, re-show you some of the others. But Lady A, are you looking for just earrings or just any of the clear stuff I had left? I'll grab clear, not AB stuff. From my last show. So prepare to be dazzled. I like those as well. I like most of the colors. I'm just looking for clear right now. No problem. I'm just going to get out clear stuff. Those keys that came as a set. Hold on, I'm looking. Those were those Weiss earrings. Beautiful condition. Those were also Weiss. The ones below just had a little bit more darkening, but the baguettes looked really good. I had those in cup links. Okay, I think we about got it. Uh, and then of course I had this set that, and then we had these scatter pins. And then I had a couple necklaces too that, like, I really love this necklace, but it's I don't know. I think it might be a little bit more modern, but it's beautiful. I can show them each to you. Now, I won't take this set out unless you specifically want me to. This is all clear cup link, and then it has the teal. Yes, I will. I will zoom in for sure, Jen. I just was still grabbing stuff from my pile. Okay, so from yesterday, that's the stuff that was clear. So I'll lift them up, and you'll have to be patient with me because yesterday I had them all sorted where I could immediately. Um, I'm not yet seeing the early ones. There was a snowflake brooch. Uh, well, that was AB. Are you talking about this one? Because that was Aurora Borealis. So I didn't grab, I have more stuff that's Aurora Borealis, which is clear with AB coating. I don't know if that's what you meant. And then I had these beautiful earrings that were also Aurora Borealis, that were Warner. I just didn't bring out the AB ones. And then this one's also clear. It's just gold tone. So there's that one. Okay, so let me grab, give me 1 second. AB clear, to be specific, right? Not colored AB, but just clear. I guess I would consider this to be AB. I don't know if the original color of these earrings were slightly uh, like a color versus clear, but anyways, let me find this other earring. Sorry, I'm just trying to find it. Okay. And then I had 2 sets of these. They were well, I guess you would call them more like houndstooth setting AB. I had 2 pairs of those. But I can lift everything up individually and show you. I'm not going to go through it in as much detail as I did yesterday, but and so I'm not necessarily going to say a price because I went through all of this on Tuesday. But if you're interested in a price, anyone who's bought from me knows my prices are incredible. So you know, they're going to be great prices. So don't be shy and don't ever feel like if you ask a price that there's no pressure. You can just ask. It's all good. Yes, those are the ones I remember. Thank you. Okay, so let me just bring this one up first. So this one was, I don't know why my screen, I feel like it's like darkened. But yes, it's dimensional, as you can see there. Both of those earrings and the snowflake. Oh, you already know. You don't need me to do the sale on you. Okay. So that's what it looked like in the back with all of the rivets. And I believe that hold on. The AB Starburst dimensional brooch was a buy it now on Tuesday of $12. So it was an incredible price. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I don't know why it looks dark. Okay, so let me get a bag for that one. Thank you, Lady A. Yay, little Lady A. First sale of the day. Woo! Don't worry. I've done a lot of live selling. I'm not fazed by it. Just it sometimes even sale. It just depends on who's there, and it's just the day, or it's really, I do different things. Me too. So I got you there. And so when you say both earrings, are you talking about the AB ones? Because I have two pairs of these, but then these Warner ones, which are like, oh, it's fine. I'm right at the tail end of my show, and of all the stuff I showed, and I'm not even going to I don't even know what time it is. What time is it? Because I don't actually, I can't look. I can't even look at what time it is because my phone is being used to record. Somebody tell me what time it is on the East Coast. I'm guessing it's probably about 5 o'clock. No, probably about 4:30. Oh, I was close. All right. Anyways, so they're like wreaths. So obviously open in the middle, and they're So these earrings, the other day, I'll just go ahead and tell you the price. Were I have my little cheat sheet here. Those earrings were a buy it now of 21 the other day, but I'd be willing to lower it to 19 today for that one if you're interested. So I just put it in there. They're beautiful. And Lady A is in for 19. So there you go. So she does like the Aurora Borealis stuff. She likes the clear stones, but the Aurora Borealis coating. Thank you, Lady A. Congratulations. And so I changed my price. Hold on, I got to mark this on my sheet. To 19. Got it. Okay. She can't live without the sparkle. She loves it. All right. And then, of course, I had these two pairs. They're slightly more of a color with AB coating. I want to say it's more like a citrine kind of, but we got those. And there's two pairs of them. And I think I ran them. They're a little bit darker. Hold on. Hold on. Where did, yeah, these were a $12 start for each pair. So I'm going to write buyer's choice because there's two of them. So they are darker than a clear. I would say they're over like a citrine color with an AB coating, I would guess. But those are, what'd I say, $12. So there you go. Okay, a little dark, no worries. If anyone else is interested, there's two pairs of them, but there's those. Really, really lovely. Okay. So those are from the other day. So we did those. And the rest of the stuff is clear, but of course I had the beautiful, gorgeous Weiss earrings that are incredible. They are perfection from the other day. No darkening at all. Even under the loop, they just look great. They're incredible. And those Weiss earrings from the other day, Weiss baguette's clear, they were a $38 start. Definitely more valuable on those, but that's what they were. So they're incredible. Boy, do you need somewhere to go with those. Lady A says, I like those beautiful things. Woohoo! They are beautiful. Thank you so much, Lady A. You're going to love them. So if you had to choose between those and the other ones that are also Weiss, these are more expensive, but I choose these because there's no darkening whatsoever. They're like perfect. But I will show you the other ones. And I had a lowered price on them because there was, some of the baguettes on this pair looked perfect, very clear, which you need with the baguette. But a little bit, if you look under the loop, a little bit of darkening on the rounder ones. But overall, I don't think it's noticeable. These are also Weiss Okay. So from the other day there, oops. And those were, hold on, I gotta find them. Okay, I had those for 28 the other day. I don't think most people would notice the darkening that I'm talking about slightly on the, but there you go. So a better deal on those, and Lady A loves those too. She is getting her rhinestone clear fix. Very, very beautiful. Okay, thank you for that. Okay. All right. This is gold tone, but clear rhinestone. It looks like it's citrine because it's set in gold, but you know, I think they're just clear. They might have a slightly, they're not yellowing. The stones are exactly the color they're supposed to be, but it just, because it's set in gold, it gives it a different color to it. But it is quite extraordinary on that brooch for sure. Very, very pretty. And that, that round brooch from the other day, let me find it from my list. Like a wreath brooch. Red cupcake wreath. Hold on. Rhinestone clark, horseshoe, amethyst chain. Might be on my other sheet here. Purple. Where the heck is it? Hold on. Where the heck? That's Lady A. The sparkle will definitely make you feel better. Absolutely. Oh, here it is. Round wreath gold tone citrine. Wow, that's an incredible deal. I literally had $12 on it. That I think I underpriced. That's beautiful. And it is 1.25 inches on that one. You like the gold too. Awesome. I swear I feel like it's darker in here. I hope the lighting looks good for you guys. I just feel like it looks darker than it did. I don't know if my phone's playing games with me. Lady A is finding the bling. And some great prices, might I say. There you go. Okay. This one reminded me of like an award. It is not like fringed. It doesn't reticulate at the bottom. It's all solid. No brand. But this one I had for 22. If there's interest in that one, that's what it was at. But honestly, I mean, it's okay. To me, there are prettier things. So there's that. And then these are beautiful. These are scatter pins. And me talking about the darkening. It has, when you look under the loop, some slight darkening like on the edges of those things, but you cannot see them when you're just looking at them. It doesn't look dark. You can only tell under a loop. They look pretty incredible. So there's the back. They almost look like earrings, to be truthful. But those scatter pins, set of 2 scatter pins. Hold on, let me find them. emerald cut scatter pins. Yes, I had it as $18 for both of them. Okay. So that's what it was the other day. Sparkle, sparkle. Okay. Also coming your way, I'll put that brooch away there. Thank you so much for your bids, Lady A. I'm glad you're finding so many things that you love. That makes me happy. Sold to Lady A. And thank you for all the help going on behind the scenes. Both Jen and Leonor have been really helpful in the chat. Okay. And then, so these are some things I brought the other day. Both of these are really, both of them are lovely. Okay. So this particular one, obviously it's got baguettes, some marquise, some oval, a really beautiful brooch. This is what the back looks like. Size wise, that's about almost 2 inches. And on the smaller of the two flower brooches, let me tell you the prices of both of them just so you know. Let me just show you this bigger one. This one's got navettes. People kind of interchange the word of marquise versus navette. I think of a navette as more of an elongated. Here, the only ones that are not prong set are the round stones that are along the stem, but these are all prong set going there. So the smaller of the two, hold on. This one I had for 12 and this one I had for 19. Okay. So I'm going to do the smaller one first. It's great condition. Lovely, beautiful. Very spring. About 2 inches. This one is about a little bit longer than 2.5. So, oh, what would I do for both? Okay. So that was 20, that's 31. If you got both, okay, I'd do 27 for both of them. I'll take off $4. So buy it now, set of 2, 27, is that what I said? They're pretty beautiful. My prices are already so low. I don't have a ton of wiggle room for, you know, I want to recognize the deal when you're getting multiples of something. It's just, you know, my price points are pretty low. But anyway, so there's that if you're interested. And then I also had these, oh, did she say? Oh, I can't tell. It's a no on these, right? She's saying congratulations from the one before, right? Not this one. I don't see a 27. So I think these are a pass, if I'm understanding correctly. I'll put those back there. Oh, you put in 27? Isn't that so? Oh, you know what you did? You put it in before I entered mine. And so I didn't see it. Okay, thank you. It was because I typed it, but you typed before me because I said the price before I actually typed it. I'm going to bag those separately, but I'm just going to say set. Okay. I love those. They're so pretty. Do you wear a lot of brooches? Are you a good brooch wearer? Some people are really good about wearing them for occasions, you know? I love the Navettes on that one. So pretty. Okay. All right. So this one is pretty darn incredible. Look at all those cupcake settings, all the dimension. You know, it is unsigned, but it's got to be something significant. I could not find a brand, but I saw a lot of these horseshoe brooches, you know, and I still priced it accordingly. Oh, I designed them as well. Nice. Oh, that's amazing. But this is in incredible shape. No darkening. I mean, if there is, it's ever so slight. I just really don't. It needs a little bit of a cleanup with a toothbrush, with I can do that a little bit before I send it to you. If you were interested in that one. But that one's a little pricier, a lot pricier. That one's a buy it now of and it's 2¼ inches long, and it's a buy it now of 42. So there you go, and there's the back. And if you look really close there, you can see all of those are cupcake set. I mean, even the big ones are. Those littler ones are just 4-pronged, but definitely the bigger ones. Pretty stunning. And then I brought these yesterday, these awesome little key pins. And it's got, you know, baguettes. The coloring in both of them are really pretty decent. A little bit of slight darkening, just barely. But the most important part is the baguettes. And they look really good. Maybe a teeny bit of darkening on that stone. Thank you. Yes, I agree. On that stone right there. And again, a reminder, I was selling the both of these together. This one is missing a rhinestone, but you do have at least 3 prongs to still set it. So you could put another rhinestone in there to match that. But an incredible deal I offered on those 2 keys yesterday because of as is. Let me find my price. I got a lot going on here. Hold on. Oh, yeah. I had them as 19 for both of them. Those keys are about 2¼ inches long. So they're pretty cool. They're exact matches. And again, an as is on that one. Okay. It's a beauty. I hate to pass, but I will. I get it. You bought so much beautiful stuff for me. So glad. Thank you, Jen. Oh, I don't know what I would do without you. Okay, so I'm going to move those. I'm going to move this. These are cupcake dangle clip-ons, reticulating, you know, kind of almost like, I may, if you got those, I can look. And I most likely do, and I can fix it for you if you would like. But I just need you to know that it is a damaged thing where it only has 3 prongs, not 4. And if I try to fix it, you know, I'll do my best that, you know, to find a good match. But I don't want to spend a massive amount of time on it because I've offered to fix things for people. Like that clear rhinestone is a pretty easy one to find, but where I've offered to put a rhinestone in for somebody on something that was just missing like a teeny one, but the color match, at the moment, I don't think about it, but then I realize, oh my God, I look forever for a perfect color match at the same size. And I'll spend hours for fixing something for free. And so this case, it would be, I would be happy to do that if you're interested, just because you're also obviously a great customer. And I think that's easily doable. So anyway, so these little fringe ones, they are on cup links. So they kind of move, reticulate a little bit, clip back. There doesn't seem to be a brand. They're about 3 inches long. Okay. Oh, I meant that about the horseshoe. If you think that you may have a rhinestone, just toss it in the bag. I'll fix it. Oh. What did you mean? What were you asking about the horseshoe? The horseshoe was not 19. The horseshoe was 42. And the horseshoe was not missing anything. It's like perfect. These are, you know, like I said, I'm happy to. Yeah, or I could just pop it in a bag and put it in there. I would match it to make sure the coloring is the same, because some clear rhinestones can be slightly different. I meant that about the horseshoe. Oh, about passing on the horseshoe. Right, you were passing on the horseshoe, but you're interested in these, and I can include a stone. And I'll do that, because then I'd rather you do the fix, because I don't want to break the prong. But again, if we zoom in close up, it does have 3. We got one there, we got one there, and we have one there. So there is 3. So I will bag those up, and I will make it I'll remember to send a rhinestone with it. So, got it. You were passing on the other one. Got it. Okay. So this is Lady A. 19's a great price for both of those for sure. And then I'm just going to put a little star here to remind myself to get you a rhinestone. And I won't just pop the rhinestone in a bag. I will pop it in a teeny bag and put that teeny bag inside this bag, just so it doesn't get dropped easily. Okay, does that work for you? So there's that. Thank you so much. Okay, and then so these longer earrings, hold on one second. Amber Marquis, filigree dangle cup earrings. Right. These were a little bit of darkening on some of them. But I mean, they look pretty good. I mean, they're vintage, so you're going to have a little bit of that. But those were 21 yesterday or Tuesday. They're very big. Curry always tries her best to keep customers happy and pleased with her pieces. That is the most important part for me. You know, I want you guys, when you open your stuff, Jen's bought a few things for me. She knows. I want it to be like nicer than you thought it was. That's my goal. And if I find that someone bought something and there's actually more going on to it than I thought, I will tell you, I'm not sure you want to spend the money on this, or, I want you to be aware of blank. Even if you already bought it, I'm going to let you know. I want everything that people buy for people to be thrilled with their purchase. Okay, this was the last one. So you're saying the buy it now for the earrings was 21. You put 20, but guess what? If you're serious about them, I'll sell them to you for 20. That's fine. Is that what you were saying? That what you were bidding on, I assume? Again, there's some slight darkening, but it's pretty consistent throughout. Like, and they're really amazing earrings. So I will take $1 off that, and those can go for 20. Those are, you need an occasion to go out to something fancy kind of earring. I assume that's the one you're bidding on. Okay. Thank you, Lady A. And again, I'm going to bill tomorrow for both of these shows. So, just be looking out for that tomorrow. So there's that. Okay. Yes, I heard you wrong. No, it's totally okay. But I'm happy to take that off. I am, you have bought so much lovely things from me. It's great. I really love this necklace. I don't know what it is. I almost want to keep it myself. You can see it's open back there. And then it's got like those halos of rhinestones around it. They are prong set. All of it's prong set. I don't really know how old this is, but it is. I might just have to take off what I'm wearing and put this one on to show you on the neck. I have my own necklace on, so I'm going to just bring it to the back of my neck so you're not really seeing that. This is just incredible. I love this necklace. A very vintage spring ring clasp. And this is pretty short. This is, wow, I love it. I haven't measured it yet, but I don't know if you can't appreciate how sparkly it is because I'm like in the way of the light. Boy, this is terrible. I'll also not put it here. I'm going to also put it on that neck. I have that small one. It's so pretty. I love it. And I don't think it's not 925 clasp or anything, but it might be old. I don't know. I don't think it's new, but this is, I think, one of my favorites. Just 'cause, I don't know. I just love it. So there is that. And from the other day, I had that necklace for, hold on, stone necklace, floral link. I think I had it for, yeah, I literally had it for $12. I cannot believe that. I'm actually surprised with myself, but there you go. That's what that one is. So it's beautiful. So that's all the clear stuff I have. Lady A says, I love it. Perfect. She's on it. And that is all the clear stuff I have. For those of you who popped in, I'm going to finish the few things I didn't run yet today, which from the vintage stuff. Yes, Lady A got some incredible, beautiful things today as well as on Tuesday. And I would like to say, I hope she's happy with the deals. So, beautiness, right? Beauty, beauty, beauty. Okay. Congrats, Lady A. Okay, so I'm real quick before I put this away. You see, I just took it out of this is all the stuff from the other day. If there's anything else you wanted me to grab, these aren't clear things. And I don't have all the earrings matched up with everything, but I'm just quickly showing them. They were all from my show the other day. The earrings are not matched up with their significant others at this moment. And I'm not matching them right now. Those do go with that. Those are some Juliana earrings there. Just popping you a quick look. There was that blue necklace that was pretty cool too. These are also Juliana. The cute little dog brooch. He's cute. These are also Juliana Demi Perure. That set right there. Beautiful AB gold tone on those. I'm not sure where the match is. Somewhere in here. Anyways, so that awesome linked light blue brooch. Okay, so there's a couple light blue brooches. There was this one. And then there's ones that have mixtures of blue. That one, and that one. I assume she means this one. And then, of course, we have that, which is really, really expensive. That is Juliana as well, I believe. I got to go look on my thing. That's an incredible one. Pretty pricey on that one. But I'm assuming that you're saying that one. I'm not even looking at the chat. The light blue brooch for Lady A. And just FYI, Lady A, there were some earrings that were the same color blue. I think actually you bought them the other day. So this brooch would match those earrings that you got the other day. Hold on. Remember you bought those? They're not they're the exact match color-wise, but they weren't like a set or anything, but they look exactly the same. Just saying. Okay, so we'll look at this one. And so I assume I don't need to pull anything else over from that. So that blue brooch from the other day was, let's see, blue. Give me 1 second. Blue pear marquee, blue with pear and marquee. That one's not it. Hold on. Blue clear, Cobichon marquee Julie. No. Okay, maybe it's on this list. Filigree, cupcake blue, matching earrings. Oh, that's not it. Sorry, I'm trying to find it. There was a lot of things on this list. My apologies. Pink one and that blue one, please. So you want to look at the pink one as well? I assume you mean that one, right? The pink and brown. There's another one that has like purple and pink, but I don't think that's the one you mean. Okay. So the brown and pink, brown, pink, Navet's square. This one was 24. Right. So is this the one you're talking about? They are in great condition. A little bit of slight, I mean, barely wear of gold back there. Can't see it on the front. But this one was a buy it now of brown, pink, Navette square. Yes, that was buy it now of 24 for that one. I don't know what brand it is. No clasp, you know. So there's that. Not certain, thought it was a pastel pink. So that's not the one you're talking about. Okay, hold on. It also, maybe it was bought up by somebody else. I mean, I had this one, but it was more purple. And it definitely has darkening of those kind of champagne ish colors. Hi, Sweet Skulls. How are you? I don't know if that's the one you meant. Pink. Let's see. You might be talking about this one. This is an open work one, and this is uranium glass, as you see there. Filigree, and then obviously all open work on those stones. That might have been the one you were talking about. If it is, I'll put those other two away. So you can let me know on that. And I'm going to sit and try to figure out. These look very clear, in excellent condition. In excellent condition. It must have been the pink, the brown, been the pink and brown, but the brown doesn't work for me. Okay, no worries. So I'm going to put that away. Unless someone else wants me to run. I don't think this is one you're wanting. This is okay, but again, there you can see darkening in those lighter stones. Just the little blue one, no worries. Okay, so I'll put that one back too, unless someone else wanted me to run it for them. And then I'm going to show you this one close up. This is a smaller. It's about the actual thing goes across, so it actually goes in like that. Okay, and that is one a little bit wider than 1¼ inches. You see, you have tapered baguettes. That's where, obviously, for those that don't know, it goes from smaller to bigger. But everything is prong set. It's a really nice set, and it would look good with those earrings that you had already bought. So now I got to find this. I was trying to find it earlier. Hold on one second. Blue pear marquise. Blue, blue. Gold leaf, round, red, AB, green and brown amber. Oh, this is the one. Tapered baguettes, blue, 1½ inches wide. Yeah, I had lowered it to $16. So that's a buy it now of $16. It's in great condition. Okay, perfect. Well, I'm glad we found some stuff there for you, Lady A. Big congratulations. Okay. So, wow, that's a pretty one. Thank you. And thank you for all your help with logistics there, both Jen and God, Leonore. My brain is going blah. So what did I say? 16. All the help behind the scenes is so helpful. Okay, so there's that. Okay, and all right, so I'm done with those. I'm just going to finish the last couple things I had from today's show, which was, obviously, yeah, or any requests. But I do have a few things left that are noteworthy. This is like a Celtic cross. No brand on it, but pretty incredible. Look at this. All gold tone, silver tone, almost sort of brushed-ish. That's the back. It is Crown Trifari. I didn't know that. Crown Trifari down there at the bottom. Okay. Thank you, as always, Jen and Leonor. I love you all. Yes, and thank you so much. And the thing, when I miss something, that is so, so helpful. Look at the texture on this chain. It is beautiful. Okay. Love, love, love to you all. And then we've got a spring ring clasp. This is about 28 inches. And, I will put it up on the neck real quick, just because this is worth seeing up. cat. You're driving me nuts. So there, you obviously probably wouldn't double it, but that's what it's looking like. It's pretty awesome piece. Heavy, significant, all the things. So there you go. Okay. The actual cross is almost 4 inches long. It's pretty big. And it's not like it's like the things are in there. It's not like it doesn't slide on those pieces. But this is going to be a buy it now. This is an incredible piece here. Crown Trifari, and it's a buy it now 32 for anyone interested in that. It's pretty significant. Very like Celtic-y kind of to me, in my opinion. Okay. Simon, I can't let you in here. You will chew on stuff and I can't concentrate. My sweet love. This is also Crown Trifari. This is a 2-strand. So, as you see there, it's got a longer strand, and then the shorter one is the one that holds that filigree, textured, open work, domed, dimensional, all the things. And again, we're marked here, Crown Trifari right there at the bottom. Okay. And so there's 2 chains, and that the chain is textured once again, like it was on one of those last pieces. Really beautiful. Okay. The shorter of the 2 ones where the that little kind of teardrop emblem is or whatever is 18, and the longer is 28. Oh, Simon. So it's looking like that. Okay. And that one is also a $32 buy it now for that. Beautiful. You definitely have found some amazing signed pieces in great condition. Yeah, thank you, thank you. I have so much jewelry these days. I don't pick stuff up unless it's like in impeccable condition. And, I don't just get it because it's signed. Like, I got to get it because it's amazing. It's amazing. I want, sometimes people want it to have a little bit of vintage look to it, but it's nice to have something look so darn new. Simon and Spike, we love you too. I'm not loving Simon right now. He's driving me nuts. Okay, thanks for looking at that. So I did all of the necklaces on this tray. So real quick, before I shut down, is there anybody who wants me to rerun any of those necklaces? These were the Crown Trifari earrings. Of course, those were those bangles. Buy it now. That was the Joan Crawford. Oh my God, I can't believe I said that. Joan Rivers. We had a couple Demi Peru sets here. Okay. And then down at the bottom were a lot of earrings that I already ran, Buyer's Choice, Chico's, and Liz Claiborne. And I've already done all these earrings. I believe I did everything except for 2 sets of earrings, which I'm going to do right now, Buyer's Choice, and then we are done. This one I'm just not going to pull out. It is a 13-strand, absolutely impeccable necklace that gets tangled up. Literally every strand in here, it's incredible. I have in a baggie because I had to keep it. I'm not taking that out. Anyone sorting out something like that, I'll do it, but I'm not going to just generally because it takes me 30 minutes to get it back squared away. But I did everything else. So let's just grab these last 2. And what time are we at now? We're probably at about 5:10 maybe, I'm guessing, based on my length of my show being an hour 90. Okay, 5. All right, we're definitely not going to go to 6, so everyone can go relax. Whatever, if you did plan to move on. I know, and Leonore, you need to make sure you share your own channel. And anyone who's been in here who is a live seller, who has a, you know, on here on YouTube, please don't be afraid to mention. One of our moderators will be more than happy to, we want to support all other sellers here. So I know Leonore or Jen would be happy to put anyone's, YouTube channel links up. But definitely put Jen's YouTube link up again. Jen can put up Leonore's, and Leonore's can put up Jen's. Or that. You could do that too. So I know Jen has sales on Sunday afternoon as well as Tuesday. And then on Tuesdays, she finishes around 7 and I follow her. Leonore, maybe Jen is trying to convince her to do sales. I know she has a channel. I don't know if you do sales. Do you, Leonore? Not sure. Okay. So here's a whole bunch of more statement earrings. They're much larger. Hi, Curry. You just got home. I love your pet lizard. Did you get to see him? Were you watching my video, or were you, or do you want me to go grab him because you didn't get to see him? Yeah, Spike came out for a little showing today. Anyways, these are all pretty big, significant. Yeah, so if you, Happy Ducky, you can always go back. Oh, you went back and you saw him. Yeah, at first I said I'd bring him out at the beginning, but like more people are here in the middle, so I brought him out in the middle. So that's so cute. You went back and watched it. Okay. So I want you guys to understand the size of these. These earrings are like 1.25 inches across. Acrylic, Cobichon. So Happy Ducky just got home from work and she pops right on here to say hi to us. How lucky are we? Monet, okay. Very, very large. Gold tone looks fabulous. So that's one of the choices, okay. These are... also acrylic, black, obviously, and then we've got, I want to say these are Napier. These are also 1.25 across, and signed Napier there as well as signed there, okay? So that's going to be a choice. These are all clip back. These are Monet, very domed, as you see. With kind of this twisting rope going on. Almost 1.25, slightly smaller than the others. But I have this same earring. You can see how much doming it has in gold tone as well as silver tone. You know, I'm just bringing it all. What can I say? Same exact earring, silver tone. All in excellent, excellent condition. So this is a buyer's choice for any of those earrings. Buy it now, buyer's choice of $11, which is a steal. Very big statement earrings. These probably go for $30, $40 a pop if you go and Google Lens them, which you can. They will come up because I've looked at them. So I went back and saw him. Hello, sweet Happy Ducky. Welcome home. Happy Ducky. Hi, Happy Ducky. Happy Ducky. Hey, Jen Leonore. Hello, hello. Okay, so there are those. And I just have one more buyer's choice thing to show you. What does YW stand for? You will. What does that mean? Something. Thank you, Jen's Gems. Oh, you're welcome. Duh. Duh. You're welcome. Thank you for looking at those. You can let me know. Okay, last one. My last one. And unless there's any requests, and I'll give you one more quick shot since I still have it out of my Rhinestone stuff from Tuesday. But otherwise, yeah. So these are going to be, this is going to be like an $8 buyer's choice. A really good price. These are Trifari, and they've got like the designs in the background, it almost reminds me of gyoshi. I think that's what it's called, where you have like the patterns in the background. I think I'm using the right word. These are a more modern Trifari. You can see the Trifari mark is the more modern one. But those are a very, geometrical, cool. Those are, that's enameling, okay? Those earrings are 2 inches post back. All of these are pierced. So there's that. These are brand new looking, like they don't have the original tag, but they look brand new. Monet, very simple, go with everything, gold tone, twisted rope hoops with a, just a hinge clasp there in really excellent condition. They go down about 1 inch, but they have some thickness to them and some weight. So those are Monet. These are actually Swarovski. I know that because it says SAL, and SAL stands for Swarovski. There, okay. They are a hoop. Oh, hold on. Yeah, there's no mark there. These are probably not the original backs, but some cool Swarovski blue stones in there. And it's just a gold hoop looking like that. Okay. So there's that. And then the last pair is like faux tortoise shell. They actually have some weight to them. Okay. Hinge back. And these are marked, I think, Napier. Yes. The inside there is marked Napier in there. Okay. And those hoops from the ear hang down just a little bit over 1 inch. I like those. It's an acrylic tortoiseshell, but, and it's, got this thick gold around everywhere. It's pretty quality. So there it is. So those are going to be a buy it now, buyer's choice of only $8. Swarovski, that's a really good price. So the last thing I'm running today. I appreciate y'all hanging out. I'm taking a look at all my goodies. Okay. And let me give you one real quick last shot here of, yeah, this was, again, stuff from my, my sale on Tuesday. If anyone had a request or wanted me to pull something back out, I'm willing to do that. There's earrings scattered all through here that are not right next to their matches, but they do exist. They do have matches. So this is all the stuff. Hello, Vintage Vibrations. You caught us right at the tail end. I was just showing some stuff left over from my sale the other day, but today's sale was all signed vintage. Yes, no, this one is, I'm pretty sure that one's Juliana. It's incredible. It's a beautiful piece. So beautiful. So anyways, just giving you guys a last look there. And again, you are welcome to rewatch videos from the Tuesday live show, or thank you for sharing Ashley's channel. Thank you, Leonore. Or from the Thursday live show today. If there's anything you see on the video, you can always reach out. I will not be billing until tomorrow. After I work out, probably run a few errands. So it honestly will probably not be till middle of the day when I bill, or, I send invoices. So there's some time that if you wanted to watch the videos, if you didn't see it all, then that opportunity is there. So I'm glad you got to meet Spike. Thanks for coming to hang out. And I know we're finishing up early here, but I do know that Bruce and Dennis, isn't their show, their thing called Bruden's Treasures Chest, I believe. I think they come on at 6. You want the price? And they're not clear. What they are is it's a citrine. Hold on. It's citrine, and then it's got Aurora Borealis on the clear ones at the top. Thank you so much, Jen. And here's the back. They're like fanned. And yeah, I hear you, Simon. You want to know what's funny? This is a weird thing. So obviously this is fixable, but you know, the table on all of those pear-shaped citrine rhinestones should be at the top. You can see the facets where the top is the table there, flat, flat, flat. But look at this one. When someone put this one together, they flipped one upside down. So that one was flat, 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 and then this one's flipped upside down where it's almost like a Rivoli getting turned over, and the flat side's on that side. So if anyone were to get those earrings, I would attempt, or maybe I might want to let someone else attempt because I wouldn't want to hurt them. Or maybe you don't want to touch them because imagine if you broke a prong. I don't know. But isn't that interesting? Those earrings were pretty pricey, but I will tell you the price. Juliana Citron, I had $69 on them. If you want me to run them, I'm happy to. You can find, looking on, is it Juliana? I found stuff in this family. I'm very confident. So, would you like me to run those, or you want me to pass? So they're not quite clear, like I said. They're more of a citrine. These look like sun rays. How beautiful and glorious. Yeah, they're like fans. Yes, but it's a pass, right? I assume. Aren't those unique? They're so unique. The other Juliana ones I had were these. But these are a very specific thing. You'd have to have like milk glass to match. So anyways. So now I'll let Simon in. He's bugged me enough. I'll get him and I'll say goodbye to you guys. Come on, come on. Oh my goodness gracious, alive. So he just wants attention. That's all he wants. Simon, Simon, Simon. There you go. You're going to sit right there in the middle of it? Okay. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you. Big, big love and hugs. Please to Leonore and a late arrival by Happy Ducky. I'm sure she was here. She would be multitasking and doing both. There's Simon the cat, literally looking for wires, right, as we speak. And thanks, Jen, Leonore. Lady A, you found some amazing things. I'm so excited to send everything to you. Yeah. So obviously Simon's not going to let me talk to you, but I will. I'll get invoices sent out tomorrow. Please reach out if you have any questions. And I really appreciate you coming. And again, prayers for Lady A and just not feeling her best, but also for anybody at home who has anything's going on, you know. We're going to send out love and hugs and prayers for just life is hard. That's all I got to say. And so it's good to be able to support each other. So thanks again, guys. I appreciate it. And I won't be back on until next Tuesday. I usually don't pick my theme until probably the day before, but I'll put something out. And you'll be hearing from me if you had purchased a few things. I will. It says check your email from the 22nd. Okay, I will check. Sweet Skulls. I saw your message last night, but I will check again for sure when I get off. Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. And I'm signing off. Bye. Thanks for coming. Later, everyone. Great show.